I don't know why I did this last time too. That's sad. Okay, well, should be live over there now. What's up, YouTube? YouTube. Stock futures are back open again. Like I said, I
You.
am excited for more of the 8 p.m. Eastern when all the 24-hour markets open up. But I appreciate you, Emp, for getting this going here. I will now go in and show my screen, which is here. Once we open up, we'll look through some of the 24-hour markets. But I want to talk through all of these big stories. I was talking about it there. We have a very, very busy week, and I want to run through the Catalyst Watch. Big themes, macro, and earnings. Earnings this week. This is vaguely what the calendar looks like I was talking about there. Tomorrow afternoon, well, tomorrow morning, not much. Tomorrow afternoon, a garbage company, and then a couple others. SoFi, PayPal, Spotify, United Health, Procter Gamble, Boeing. We'll talk about the EU trade deal in a second or two, but Boeing should maybe some headlines there. UPS, Merck, etc. All these names reporting earnings just Tuesday morning. So you can see there's going to be a lot more going on. I don't want to just read it. You guys could see it on the screen. I could even go up to Earnings Hub and then pull up the list view as well. Maybe do that so you can see a little bit more. We'll dig in some more of them specifically, but you can just kind of see a little bit of what some of them are expecting. If you need to pause it and then go back up to live, feel free. Like I was saying, all of those names, Starbucks, Visa. This is a Bitcoin miner. All that whole Bitcoin theme has become very popular. Booking EA. Cheesecake is on my short squeeze or whatever theme meme stock play. I don't know if it's necessarily a meme stock, but it was kind of when I was filtering by that way, or Prospero was. That was one of the names that ended up pulling up. Vertiv, Altria. Here's where the one that I'm really excited for. Wednesday after the close, Microsoft, Meta, Robinhood, Qualcomm, ARM Holdings. I actually own a little bit of Transmedics too. It's a decent sized position for me. Maybe we'll dig into that a little later. Lam Research, Carvana, Ford versus Ferrari. There we go. And then there goes Ferrari the next morning. Emp, that feels like a movie you'd be a big fan of.
Yeah, I think actually I'm not a huge movie guy, but there's some that like that actually kind of pique my interest. I feel like because it's a little unique. I think I will probably check that one out.
It's a
I
good. It
also
is a
heard I
good
need to
movie.
check out this Happy Gilmore too. Like I
Yeah,
usually hate remakes, but I've actually heard some decent things about this one. So
I have heard decent things as well, which is interesting. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm too busy for movies these days.
That is fair. That is fair. I respect it. Continuing on here, MasterCard, Avi, Ferrari, Roblox, etc. S&P Global. We got Apple, Coinbase, Amazon. So these are the two big days here. Wednesday after the close,
Wednesday
two
and
Mag
Thursday are
7 names,
huge.
and then Robinhood, Qualcomm, ARM Holdings, etc. And then Thursday, Apple, Coinbase, Amazon, Mr. Saylor reporting earnings, Reddit, Cloudflare, Roku. Yeah, those are the big names. A lot of energy names. ExxonMobil releases like some revenue data on the quarter at a point a little earlier, so I don't know how much those earnings they do matter, but it's one of those things like Robinhood. They give out quarterly or monthly metrics. A lot of companies do that, so the earnings are a little bit more predictable, we'll say. But you know what they say in the call could always change. I want to also run through the before I look at that the macro calendar. This is via MarketWatch. Monday and Tuesday, there's a couple things like some of you traders might want to look out for consumer confidence and job openings and whatever. But what I really start to look at is Wednesday. We have GDP, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and then we have Jerome Powell and the FOMC interest rate. There's like a 90-something% chance that they will not lower interest rate at this meeting, that they're going to keep it unchanged. There's no summary of economic projections, so that really tells you 2:30 p.m. Eastern is what we are waiting for and watching. That is on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, obviously, initial jobless claim market looks there, but also at Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern is PCE. That is the Fed's preferred inflation index, or so they say. Now, Jerome Powell will have probably gotten that data, so maybe we get a little like a hat tip on what that's going to be. But that is definitely one of the bigger events for the week. And then the next day is NFP, non-farm payroll. This is the big jobs data point that I end up kind of focusing on. And the reason I focus on it is because the market focuses on it. So definitely keep an eye out for this one, and then also the unemployment rate. Those are two things to be keeping an eye on Friday. We know our friend's Paper Gains also, like he has a strategy that these levels at the NFP levels are super important. So that is definitely a big day that we are watching out for. I want to go through the big story that we haven't covered just this point yet is this one that came out a couple hours ago. President Trump said we've reached a deal with the European Union, says the European Union will pay a 15% tariff across the board. There's a couple other stuff here, $650 billion in investments, $150 billion in energy, hundreds of billion dollars in U.S. gear. There was a little bit more as well when Ursula von der Leyen, the European Commission president, came out. And this is what she was saying, that there will be a single tariff rate, applies across most sectors, calling it a clear ceiling, no stacking. That might be staking, actually. I probably put a C in there. It's oh well, it's too late now. No stacking is what that's meant to say. She said that kind of this is providing clarity. A lot of questions were like, hey, the car companies were paying a 2.5% tariff under Biden. How can you justify 15%? And what she was talking about is, hey, we were going to be getting charged 30% on August 1st. This is better than what it was going to be. 0%. This is something that wasn't necessarily talked about as much, but I thought was interesting. 0% for 0% tariffs on a number of products, aircrafts, all parts, semiconductor equipment. So to me, okay, Airbus, ASML, semiconductor equipment, certain chemicals, certain generics, certain agricultural products, natural resources, critical materials, as well, raw materials as well. Said they will work to add more products to this list. Steel and aluminum, talking about the real thing was fighting global overcapacity. And I think this quotas thing, there was something around tariffs maybe being 50% or something around that. But this overcapacity part felt like a little bit more of the real thing around steel and aluminum. Increasing energy cooperation was another thing. They will buy U.S. LNG. That seemed to be what a majority of this sector was about, to replace Russian LNG, oil, all that stuff. A number was touted of $750 billion, and Ursula von der Leyen kind of clarified that would be $250 billion a year over the next 3 years during President Trump's time in office. She did say that based on their estimates, they think this is something they can reasonably do. So it's not like, hey, it's done, we're doing it, already sent in, but we'll see. This other part, they said also will also buy nuclear fuels. I know that has been a very hot topic around the stock market. So I wonder if stuff like LEU, which I know Stock Talk has talked about, or other plays in that area could play here. But she did specifically mention that. The chips part was a very small part of this. Said they will use AI chips. That's basically it. And then I thought this was interesting when she was asked about it. She like a question directly. She had called it a framework deal. And this is what she said she meant, is that details still have to be sorted out, and that will happen over the next weeks. But indeed, we're done. We have a deal for the years to come. So that was a lot of the headlines coming out of that one. This is setting us up. If we look at where we are at now with the majority of our top trading partners and then the rest, really, the reason I break it like this is because this is what matters here. 15% on Japan, 15% on the European Union. I've heard rumors that 15% on South Korea seems to be something that might be happening soon. Truthfully, I haven't heard too much about Mexico. Emp, I don't know if you've heard much around there. I've seen a lot better rhetoric from Scheinbaum and Mexico than what I don't know if better is the right word, but more constructive with Trump is the way I want to put it, than Canada has, which is 35%. And the language we're seeing there is that the Canada rate will kind of be set, and they're going to see what happens later. So
Mexico has been flying under the radar in this whole thing, and I think it's honestly, just from my perspective, I think it's been a good thing. Honestly, it's like let Canada take all the heat and be kind of the back and forth bully type of person, and Mexico's kind of just playing both sides of it and just staying quiet, which I think is probably a smart move.
yeah, that is fair. I want to see though, like where does that rate end up coming up? A couple more people joining in the chat. Jared, who's been here, saying Mag 7 earnings, financials on Tuesday, and then we got Gambling Bear saying good evening, crew. Come say hi in the chat. Let us know what stocks you guys are watching for the week, what plays, what events, all that good stuff. Anything like listen, the difference between live stream and spaces are great. We get to bring everyone in, and we can actually send invites if you see anyone and wants, like, maybe I send an invite to Monative. He's always hosting it. But this live chat is what makes a difference, that we could talk. So if you guys have any questions, anything like that, want us to talk about live, go in and let us know that. You were saying financials on Tuesday. Were there financials on Tuesday? Oh, SoFi, PayPal. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm watching United Healthcare. This should be an interesting one this week. Boeing, like I said, I mean, maybe this is a bad thing for Boeing, I guess. Zero tariffs on all aircraft. So I don't know, maybe more
I
competition
keep,
from Airbus, but there's only two of them. There we go. We got
yeah, I don't know,
Nebius.
but I keep seeing like agreement after agreement that there's gonna like all these countries are gonna buy more Boeing planes. It seems like that's in every single agreement.
No, I know. I've traded Boeing a tiny bit, and it hasn't gone super well for me. Well, I'm on indexes, but it just feels like it's going the right way. I do have an equities position in this one, but yeah, that headline is there. Nebius. I know a lot of people have been watching this one. I think this is on the data center theme, correct? Let me look. Nebius. Headquartered in Amsterdam. Oop, let's go in somewhere else. That's not giving me the best description. I know Stock Talk has talked a lot about this one. Nebius technology building full stack infrastructure to service the global AI industry in the Netherlands, Europe, North America, and Israel. Okay, so that makes a little bit sense why Nebius would be moving off of this. They said that semiconductor equipment would be helped. The company builds full stack infrastructure for AI, including large scale GPU clusters. So is this like a Dell and an HP and stuff like that, putting them together is what it kind of sounds like, or a super micro, maybe adjacent, is what I'm kind of gathering here. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one. But I'm kind of gathering that. ASML, to me, purpose built AI cloud basically is what you were saying. But is it like, are they the software, or are they building the tech, or are they more of the people just kind of constructing it a la Supermicro? ASML, I want to let the 24-hour markets open at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, Darius is saying I'm wrong on that one. So good. I'd rather be right. So let me know, Darius, in the chat. But ASML, I personally am a fan of this company. We can dig deeper into it, but they are at this point still vital for the global semiconductor trade. If you want to make the most advanced chips, you got to use the ASML area. They've struggled a lot with the way the U.S. has been doing these restrictions and not allowing them to sell some stuff to China. So they get a lot of the benefits. They don't get a lot of the benefits of being a U.S. company with some of the restrictions and stuff that kind of goes along with it. So I could see ASML being in a rough place, but underlying still something I probably want to own. It's more like an AI version of AWS and Azure is what you're saying Nebius is. I don't know. Seems like people, I don't want to. For some reason, I keep doing NBUS as their ticker. Not NBIZ. Robinhood people have been buying it. Hedge funds, a little more even. Infrastructure services build the AI water. Hey, listen, Stock Talk knows more than me. Senior administration official EU wants to continue discussing steel and aluminum tariffs. Trump has the ability to change tariff back if countries don't live up to their investment. Deal with EU calls for higher. I don't fucking know. Sometimes these headlines don't even make sense. Okay, let's stop sharing that for a second. Been long AMD and ASML since April. Well, I could tell you one. At least a couple of those are working. Let's see. This AMD move. I mean, ASML, you're not looking as good. But obviously AMD. 3 months. What do you think AMD is up over the last 3 months, Amp? Take one guess.
Oh, probably like 60, 70%.
On my thing, I'm seeing around 75%.
75? That makes sense.
Yeah. ASML is up about 6. What if we go a little further?
ASML is just like,
ASML, is
I don't
ASML
know,
red
like
this year?
people love the company,
It's not
but
even.
it's just like it's not reflecting in like share price and the numbers just yet. But it may be one of those where it's like it's a sneaky opportunity right now that it's going to play some catch up at some point. But it is a little concerning if I think about the entire market's been ripping like crazy, and we haven't seen names that aren't participating in it. It makes me a little nervous, to be honest. But I hear all the people that deep dive into ASML and the entire AI schematics say that ASML is such an important piece of the pie that you can't ignore it. So take that for what it's worth. People are a lot smarter than me that dive into that, at least in
Yeah, I
that
asked
area.
about PayPal. I'm curious. I haven't looked too much into it that much. I'm not a crazy expert, but I want to look through some of the news and different stuff.
Yeah, PayPal's had some decent like little news blurbs lately, I believe.
Yeah, if you go to the CEO, had a couple announcements recently. It was PayPal and Wix. I saw people were talking about this one, but this one, he put out a cryptic message, "Are you ready?" with a globe, and then it was excited to introduce PayPal worldwide, a first of its kind global platform connecting the world's largest payment systems and digital wallets. Kind of sounds like their version of a stablecoin, but in a slightly different way. Fintech seems to be the right area to be in. I mean, I'm a fan of Alex Chris as well, but I'm definitely not an expert in the space. Is there too much going around here? PayPal shares clocked 7 winning days in a row. Did it close higher on Friday? It might have broken the streak. I don't know. Let me check. PayPal. Looks like it would have closed higher. Ooh, maybe that's an even. I don't know. But PayPal's been doing well. Wix spent partnership for America Unified said to start charging fintechs for customer data. Interesting. That was earlier this month. Square getting added to the S&P 500 soon. Their rating system likes it. I wonder what the score is on here. Don't take this for too much deep of what it is. I just kind of want a sense. 15 PE, not bad, pretty low, but obviously it's going to be negative EPS growth, slow revenue growth. I don't know. I own some PayPal, low price of sales. The question is it cheap enough? Can they get this turnaround going? I kind of like this earnings hub score, actually. I like the way it looks.
Yeah,
No,
I'm surprised. Like Hamid mentioned, like they've been building this out. There's some other platforms, not earnings related, that like Edgeful, and there's somebody else was doing one that I think you're going to see a lot of this using AI to basically pull a bunch of
that's not
metrics,
what they're
kind of like
doing.
what we see, our friends at
I don't think
Value
this is
Sense and some
not
of these
this
other
is not an
ones.
AI thing. They're just kind of aggregating all the information together and then kind of giving them scores based on percentiles. Like this is like one quartile, this is next, and so like yeah, that's how they're kind of ranking this one.
I thought they had an AI
No,
portion of
this
the
is
score.
just
Maybe
nope,
that's
nope, nope. You're good.
maybe I'm leaking stuff too early. I think we're going to see a lot of that, though. I guess that was my point I was going to. Was I think you're going to see a lot of people building AI to rapidly pull in a bunch of data points and create like some type of quality value type of score for everything across investing and trading.
It does make Oscar look good on here. Someone asked us to look at Oscar. Price to earnings high, price to sales low. I want to dig a little bit more into that. What's actually happening? I haven't done my full research into like why is this growing so much here. Uh,
Oscar is interesting because like every analyst on the street downgraded it in the last like week and a half. It was like every day. Like I think we had five of them, five downgrades basically on Oscar, but retail loves it, and it's been blowing up across like my timeline.
okay, so revenue. I mean, revenue growth looks pretty strong, even through all this time. Okay, what does Oscar even do? Chat. What's up, Trade Desk HQ? I get it. Like to me, like when people talk about this, they're talking like in the hymns world. Let's try this. AI assistant. What does Oscar Health do? Where does a majority? Let's just try that. What does Oscar Health do? But I mean, the revenue looks pretty good. Oscar is leading. All right. I mean, the AI is using leading healthcare technology, blah, blah, blah. Individual health insurance plans as well as. Sorry. Okay. I need to be better when I'm reading this. Okay. What'd you say?
I was just reading the still tariff remains at 50%.
Yeah, no, that was that already came out. Oscar serves approximately 2 million. I need to do better at reading this out loud. Oscar serves approximately 2 million members as early of 2025. Operates in multiple states across the U.S. It plans to include biotechs hit or miss is what he's saying. I personally don't invest in biotechs. I don't know about you. I mean, Emp, I know you're not some crazy trader in here. I find biotechs to be not my area of expertise and a lot of risk.
No, I don't touch them.
What's up?
What's up? Yeah, I don't touch biotechs. I don't understand. I don't have a good understanding of them. So like, it's kind of the same. Like people ask me about like a lot of these dividend ETFs and stuff. I'm actively learning those so that I can incorporate that into my investing strategy. Biotechs, I just don't know anything about, so I just stay away completely. So, and it's not like I feel like it's a special skill set or what would be the term there, like knowledge base that I just don't have. So I just won't ever take advantage of any opportunities over there. But I know a lot of our listeners and other traders do. So like I definitely kind of follow along the story just so I'm not completely blind to it. But
you know what's
yeah,
interesting?
that's not my
the
not
AI.
my area.
The AI. Yeah, that's fine. The AI gave it a moat score. I wonder what this means. A 4 out of 10 says narrow but discernible moat for Oscar Health. Strong investment in AI, but who knows if that's just PRs. I'm more curious about this moat score. What is this?
So I think that's what I was talking about when they were like using AI to come up with scores.
Give me examples of what companies have a 10 out of 10 moat. Let's see what it says to that. Sorry, now I'm just curious. This might just turn into a how can we use AI to help us stream. Agree. Trade Desk says agree. Phases in ATM makes it unpredictable. So
yeah, so you have like the offerings that come out of nowhere. You have all the different like phases of the FDA, whatever approval stuff, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and like one of them can go really well, and one of them could go terribly bad, and then they reconfigure and refile in the same spot. Like, I don't know. I don't know enough about that space. But I see this. Do you see this comment right here from is it Samuk? I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, but 4 billion company with 2 billion in cash. It does. I mean, when you just look at it from that piece, yeah, it does seem a little bit cheap at $14. Yeah, I can't. Without digging deeper into the balance sheet, that just that top line number right there sounds really good. Obviously, 4 billion market cap, and you've got 2 billion sitting in cash.
Well, what's their debt? I hate the way this looks. Sorry. I don't want to open a new tab like this, but let's try FinChat.
All right, futures haven't moved since they opened.
Let's try FinChat. All right. Sorry. Let me get logged in first. One second. All right, actually, I'll just do this. Okay. Oscar financials. I hate that it's like that. Okay. So now the newest is here. We're looking annually. Revenues 10 billion. You see the growth rate, 56%. Where is it coming from? Premiums and annuity revenues.
You know who's a really good? Chris Patel was a great person to ask about this company.
Individual group
Familiar with the
members,
space.
1.6 million. So basically double the amount of people using it. Okay. What I want to see is when you say that, there's going to be a couple other things. Cash and equivalents. I see the 2 billion. Total investments 2.6. Liabilities. I mean, they have $4.5 billion of liabilities here. Long-term debt, 299 million. Not horrible. What's the insurance and annuity liabilities? So is this an insurance company? Is that what I'm reading here?
Yeah, they do most insurance, health insurance stuff.
Okay. So then my question is how are they investing the money that they get from the insurance plans? That would be my questions. Because like Warren Buffett loves himself an insurance company because they bring you a lot of money in and then you sit on it. But my question would be, didn't probably want that tab. Okay, let's get back to Oscar Health. Okay, so what does Oscar Health invest its insurance float in? I could be using that wrong, but I believe when I went to the, I believe that's how they talk about the money they bring in. That's essentially for the. Does not take significant market with the insurance float. Focus instead on capital preservation, liquidity, whatever. In summary, asking health insurance flows primarily allocated to cash, highly liquid short-term investments, and government or investment-grade securities. Okay. I would have hoped for a better answer there. All right, let's see what else you guys are talking about in here. Chris is really knowledgeable in the space. Yeah, okay, Jarrett, we will ask him on spaces this week. I know there's a lot of interest in that. Maybe we honestly even when is
I also see
Oscar's
Robin.
earnings?
I'll let you
Oscar's
finish that, and we'll go
earnings
to Robin's
is
comment.
August 6th. So why don't we try and get Chris Patel on for August 6th?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely bring him on for that day. I mean, any day we can get him on. Great, smart guy. Robin, looks like a great time to buy UNH. I probably should have waited till after earnings, but I feel good now that they have another 45 minutes for the call. So interestingly enough, I'm going to get the schedule out for Spaces here in a little bit, but we are doing kind of a UNH deep dive on Tuesday off the back of Stocks on Spaces. So make sure you keep your eyes open for that. I'm interested to hear. UNH is a really interesting one. I mean, you have to think, I mean, the whole kitchen sink's being thrown at it right now. How long until it kind of shrugs that off? I mean, it's almost like what we saw with Boeing a couple years ago, you know, that big of a company, you know, big Dow company, just having everything thrown at it, you know, from a negative perspective. At what point do they run out of bad news and things start to turn around?
We'll see. I don't know. I think that this is a very different area. We're not talking about, you know, people love to travel. There's different ways to do it. This is an insurance company. They have a healthcare provider company. They're not liked. You know, these companies have a lot of drama for denying claims. They just got a DOJ investigation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's an analog that you maybe want to go in and use. So we'll see. We'll see how United Health ends up playing out. I bought a share. If it's going to run, it's probably going to recover pretty strongly, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. It's an area that one of my slow levels of digging into hasn't made me be like, all right, I'm going to make this into a heavy position for me. But I also don't necessarily dig super into that area. United Health playing there. What did she say? Looks great. Time to buy UNH. I probably should have waited till after earnings, but I feel good now. After they got in their 45 min for the call, makes me feel like they have something to say. That's fair. I don't know. I will be keeping an eye on it. And you very well could be right. Where I'm at is like there probably is an opportunity here. I don't know which way. But I feel like there is, when you get to this point where price dislocation, um, there's opportunity. I just don't know if it's upside or downside. But it's a good thing that we get more ways to be able to play that volatility. What do we got? He's saying yes. I feel like Novo Nordisk is in a similar situation to UNH. The entire sector has gotten battered recently. Yeah, I actually am a fan of the weight loss drugs. I've been buying Eli Lilly. I have a very US centric view in my portfolio, for better or for worse. So there's some data you look at and you're like, international markets do end up outperforming. But for me, I'm just going to go in and buy Eli Lilly. But yeah, I'm sure Novo Nordisk is going to be great in there. And the hard borrow is 155%. And the hard to borrow, I don't know what this means. Hard to borrow. Hard to borrow list is an inventory record used by brokerages to indicate what securities are difficult to borrow for short sale transactions. Okay, I have never heard of that before. I don't short, so I guess that's why. Trade desk, what stock were you talking about? Is that United Health? That would make sense. Listen, like I definitely agree with what you're saying there. You went,
Oh,
the risk.
he's saying he's got a different ticker that he's gonna post on Tuesday.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go. Yeah.
Hard to borrow. Okay, that makes sense.
I'll have to check that out though from Trade Desk. Appreciate you coming by.
I think Robin though, I think you're looking in the right direction there. One or two other plays that I've been kind of looking at too. Let's see. Some of them Stock Talk putting on their radar. For example, what we got over here? GENI. Genius Sports. I like the data provider theme. To me, this was a compelling story.
I bought some of that too. Stock Talk kind of convinced me. They always say don't follow people to your own DD, but the way he broke it down deep enough for me, I'm not
All right,
following him
yeah.
into the play, but what I'm doing is I'm saying like I like his DD, and I'm going to take a piece of take his DD and use that as mine, and say, hey, I kind of want a piece of this. I mean, the NFL just is up and to the right.
Yeah, there's also a story that the NFL might be taking a stake in ESPN, which is also a solid thing. You always want to see, and it's funny that the NFL has the power that just them taking an investment in the company is good. But that was definitely something that I was keeping an eye on. RKT was another one that I personally have been getting in myself, similar to this open door-ish theme. Open door, interest rates go down. These companies should end up doing good. Now we have an FOMC meeting this week. We're not going to be getting rate cuts. The market knows that. So the question is, are we going to start to signal that rate cuts might be coming soon? Obviously, RKT had this spike, and I very much believe that's going to be an open door type move. But I think there's something there. If you look at Hedgeye has been doing some research into this one. So is Citron research as well. I'm a fan of Hedgeye. They do some cool stuff. So if you want to look more research into rocket companies, RKT. But this is a theme, more 1 year theme. 6 months, whatever it is, interest rates coming down. If we get a shadow Fed chair, if we get a new Fed chair next year, this is the type of name that, could have some opportunity coming up the next little bit. Are we still early on the potential on Rocket Lab, especially with a 100 PE, or is it something you think is worth the risk, especially with the space economy and possible military contracts? Interesting. Rocket Lab. I mean, you knew it was going to have low on this score.
Yeah, well, I'll give you my just top level easy answer on that. I'm very bullish space. I don't think it's slowing down anytime soon. So I'm willing to have a portion of my portfolio in Rocket Lab, ASTS, and if I could get any piece of SpaceX, I would get a piece of SpaceX too if I could. Like that, I think space is gonna continue to be a hot theme. I think we have a second space race just starting, very early innings on it. So I'm willing to be in it, and I think it's gonna have ups and downs, just like everything. Because if you think about like, okay, are they making any money yet? That type of stuff. Like, yeah, it's probably still very, very, very early, but I'm willing to keep some exposure to space. I'm bullish there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, listen, I think that just in general on space, I get it. I think it's a good theme. I definitely want to see more money being made. If I was going to invest in space, the area that I think is the moat right now is the being able to get tonnage, being able to get materials into space at the cheapest possible model. So if I was going to invest in this area, I would want to invest in a Rocket Lab type company. The valuation I think is getting to a very interesting point right now where like to say you're early, what is Rocket Lab's valuation right now? RKLB. This is saying roughly around $22 billion. I don't know. I don't know if I'm sprinting in to run or buy a Rocket Lab at this point. If you're already in there and have it as a spec play, that's solid. This is the type of name that, I feel like at some point there might end up being a big pullback. And this is the type of name that I'd probably want to look into if space continues like I think it could. What I'm watching in the space theme is people making money from it. I think Starlink is a great example. A Planet Labs or whatever. Planet Labs is just a company that I whatever. And I'd like to see more ways to make money in space. But yeah, I think this is a name that I own a tiny bit of. It's on my watch list if we come down and in an area where space stocks end up pulling back. If we're in the same environment where stuff is advancing and there's more ways to make money in the space, I would be looking at these launchers. Is the area that was more interesting for me than an ASTS, is what I would say. Because I feel like the ASTS mode of contracts and being able to build a more efficient satellite doesn't really work as well in this one, because I think the mode of being able to get those satellites into space at a cheap enough cost to then also maintain the network, replace the network, whatever, I think is going to end up being a mode here. So I wouldn't be surprised if Rocket Lab actually ends up investing in some of these moves further into what ASTS is doing. So with all of that being said, and I almost talked my way back into it, I'm fine with Rocket Lab as a spec position. I don't know if I would if $20 billion. I feel like this is a much better like $2 billion company. But yeah, we did some work with a private company. If you guys remember Starfighters, I don't know if any of you guys ended up investing in that. I put a little bit of money into that. We were talking around $125 million valuation there. And to me, that's where like the risk reward, and obviously it's a private company and it's, I'm sure the risk is significantly higher in that area. But to me, that price range is where, okay, we're talking about the idea, the opportunity. I like it. And yeah, but you know what? I think that this gives Rocket Lab too disservice of a credit, because Rocket Lab's rockets are here now, and they're actually flying stuff. There is a gold mine on the moon, but can we get it in our lifetimes? We shall see. I don't disagree with this concept, but the question is when, and asteroid mining and stuff like that. You know what? I might have backdoored myself into it. I actually don't hate the Rocket Lab play. Sorry. We got there in the end. I don't get the ASTS one, but yeah, I actually don't hate the Rocket Lab play. What are the numbers? Does Rocket Lab have anything? Rocket Lab, $300 billion in $300 million in cash, $125 million in short-term investments. They have long-term debt of $400 million. That's new. Okay, so more debt than cash. What's their short-term debt? Short-term debt isn't horrible. I'd imagine this is not going to be operating revenues actually doubled this past year. That's pretty good. Or from 2024. Definitely not going to be profitable.
Boy, there's
Even less profitable.
Jesse's got $1 million question right here that I don't know that anybody has a good answer to right now.
Thoughts on Tesla? I bought some actually after the earnings came out. I bought some during the earnings as well. Yeah, I agree. There is no good or right answer on this one. It's clearly a very volatile stock, a stock with a lot of opinions on it. It's a growth company that's not growing. That's just a fact. I mean, you can't really get around that. Negative 2.73% revenue growth over this past year, 149 price to earnings ratio. Pretty much D on all this stuff. D on growth and a D on valuation on this score. Like, listen, this earnings hub metric, I'm actually liking it a little bit more than I thought I would. This isn't some perfect score or whatever, but this can highlight to you valuation and growth. And listen, if you have a really high valuation and you have really high growth, fine, that works. If you have a really low valuation and you have really low growth, that can also work. But this combination doesn't feel that great. Right now, you're being sold on the story for the future. Do you believe it? Do you believe it's a year away, 6 months away, or do you believe it's 5 years away or not even coming? That's the question. I really think the self-driving car race is here and now. I want to show you guys this. We're not even leading the self-driving car race right now. This isn't a Tesla versus Waymo thing to come in and rule the world of self-driving cars necessarily. This one I thought was interesting. Chinese robotaxi operator Pony AI. There's another one. WeRide also. They received a permit to provide fully driverless commercial robotaxi services in Shanghai's in a Shanghai financial district. You like that? You like that, Abort? But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities here that you can go in the U.S. and look at this. A good bit more in China, South Korea, Saudi Arabia. United Arab Emirates also pulling up a little bit, but a lot more Chinese names than the U.S. names, and one South Korean name that I'm sorry I don't know. So my thought is robotaxi is here now within the next year, maybe next year and a half. Hopefully it's we'll see. I mean, these companies are not going to be coming to the US. So there is a playing field here. Maybe the battlefield is going to be Europe. That will probably be one. South America, Canada will probably go to the US. Rest of Asia will probably go to Chinese companies. We'll see. But this is definitely something that I am keeping an eye on here. And I think the Tesla question comes down to this. Do you think robotaxis are going to be a money-making, money-generating thing, increase this to make it look better within the next year and a half, 2 years? And if the answer is yes, you know what? If you think it's going to happen at all, the answer is probably you buy it at some point. I think if it happens in the next year or two, if you think it happens there, to me, I'm willing to speculate with this in this year, with buying it here. So sorry, let me rephrase that. By rephrase that, I mean actually say words that are English. This happens. Within the next year or two, I believe robotaxi will start to be making that impact, that you will start to see actual numbers increasing in a significant clip, not just thousands of dollars, not just millions of dollars. This is a company that needs to bring in billions of dollars of high gross margin revenue, and let's hope it can do that. So you would want to start to see that coming into the stock over the next year or two, or else this might be a dead stock for a while.
I think it could definitely be, because it's a transition phase, right? They're going from a automaker, EV maker to a robotaxi AI, and I mean, and just leave the robotic side out
Look at
of
the
it.
Zeta one. I'm sorry. Look at Zeta.
Oh, did you pull up Zeta?
Jarrett goes, run Zeta on earnings hub. I feel like he knew what it was going to be. All right, we'll dig in deeper. Sorry, I cut you off though. What were you saying about Tesla?
No, I think Tesla, you have to think, okay, it's probably not going anywhere for a while, but do you want to get left behind when, if and when, I should say, robotaxi does take off? And one of the things that robotaxi is going to do is it's going to give the everyday Tesla owner the ability to use their car as basically an asset instead of just a depreciating asset. So you're talking about the ability to send your car to go work while you're doing nothing and generate income instead of just a normal depreciating asset. So I think that does change things a lot differently. And I saw the comment someone was saying about, Google and competing with Google. The technology obviously is much different, and I think the price to create a or manufacture a Waymo is like is going to be what 5-6x what it is to create one of these cheap, the cheaper Model Ys or even the Robotaxi if they get it into production where they want it to. So that's kind of my thought is like the scalability of Robotaxi and the technology. You're basically just believing in Elon and that they're going to get it done. But how long does it take before that starts generating revenue? I think that's going to be the biggest question you're going to have to deal with, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen in the next 6 to 9 months minimum. That's kind of my general thought.
I have ridden a Waymo. I did it in Scottsdale, in Arizona. It was nice. It worked perfectly. It was awesome. Waymos are here. And that's one of the things that really makes me confident that self-driving tech is closer than some people might think. They are definitely competing with Google. It is a Tesla Google race here, but it's really a China versus US race. And Nvidia is underpinning a lot of the other plays that are not based off of Tesla. We got Don Brand saying hello to Amp. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, ¿qué onda?
I want to run through this. I want to run through the Zeta
Yeah, I do
actually.
want to see Zeta.
I didn't know what it was. Zeta Global is a
It was like a
marketing
month ago.
technology company that
We were
provides.
on this stream a month ago, and somebody was like in here, like 2 or 3 people were like Zeta, 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 and we had no idea what it was.
Yeah, it's become a popular fintech name. Is a marketing technology company that provides enterprises with omni-channel, multiple channels, data-driven cloud platform. Their main focus is helping businesses acquire, grow, and retain customers through advanced data analytics, AI, and marketing automation software. Key aspects: their services are used by large enterprises. Zeta Global is a publicly traded company. The company has a mission to empower. Why did their revenue increase this past year? Is it sustainable? We'll see what the AI says to that. Surge mainly due to strong customer growth. The number of scaled customers, those spending 100K annually, and super scaled, 1 million annually, both increased sharply. AI powered Zeta's investment in AI, including the launch of a new automation tool. So is it this AI agent studio that really got this going? Okay, revenue contributions grew across all key areas. Zeta serves close to half of the Fortune 100 companies. Interesting. Half of Zeta's revenue is recurring with high renewal rates and blah, blah, blah. Execution and market adoption. 2024 marked their 15th straight beat and raise quarter revenue consistently. Is this profit sustainable? Raised its 2025 guidance after a strong Q1 and predicts 20 plus annual % revenue growth through at least 2028. Okay. I don't know, man. This one actually, this guy, I get it. This looks. I don't love the industry as much, but I'm reading past everything else. Is interesting. Platforms built around first party data, AI, sustainability factors, demand for Zeta's recurring SaaS products, continued customer base, blah blah blah. Risk. Zeta operates in a very competitive landscape against giants like Adobe and Salesforce, and remains exposed to cyclical fluctuations in marketing spend. Guys, when we have a pullback, marketing spend is the first thing to go. This company, in any sign of a pullback, will get schlacked. And honestly, so will stock market news on the back end, but good thing that I don't have a crazy high overhead. Revenue growth may slow in a recession or if key clients are lost. The current momentum and guidance suggest strong ongoing growth, but maintaining the 20 year indefinitely will be challenging. The grows larger. In summary, Jump was powered by AI, new client wins, cross-selling, and a sticky platform. Growth is likely to come, but investors should watch out for slowdowns. Do marketing for lots of Fortune 500 companies. I'd be curious to hear what type of marketing they do. I think I understand marketing a tiny bit, so I'd be curious to hear more on this one. Lunar is a company that Lunar for a company that focuses on the moon. Also, opinions on RR for robots. I have a feeling these are going to be some little tiny RR. I've never heard of this one. I mean, listen, if we're telling me revenue growth and you're giving me a dashed line, I'm not even going to dig further. Lunar. This one I do know they did a moon mission or something, which I thought was interesting. Let's pull this up so I'm correct. Let's get rid of this. LUNR. I remember them doing a moon mission, if I'm not incorrect. Manufacturer operates space products and services in the United States. What's their market cap? Market cap 2.29 billion. Okay. I don't know. I don't have too deep of thoughts on this one. We're about an hour and 10 minutes from the 24-hour single stock markets opening. I like that. That's a lot more fun. We'll see some of the stuff there. I don't know if you have any Lunar thoughts. Founder led. What were we talking
I
about?
do like
Okay,
founder
Zeta.
led. That's like one of the kind of positive check boxes I look for in a lot of companies. But No, I am excited for those 24-hour markets open. It's also when the Asia market gets open as well, so usually get a little bit more movement at that time. But slow fade here on the gap up, but still holding in here pretty nicely, well above Friday's highs. So I am not short right here, Gambling Bear. I actually want a long right here. This 505 to 510 area. See if we can go test those highs again. I think it probably is a fade later overnight. But if it wants to do it now, then you can long it off previous day's highs too. That would be your other avenue of trade setup here. Honestly, pretty quiet other than the gap up in the future so far.
Sorry, I was unmuted there. Let people digest it. I'm not fully surprised. I did just put this tweet out if you guys want to go in and see it. Yeah, X is great. I love this platform. I'm always going to be live streaming here. You know, they could do this live video stuff a little bit better. So YouTube does great for it. Go in and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not watching over there. Say hello in the chat. But yeah, they just do a really good job of just my live streams and just that stuff. If you want to see more of this content as we're doing more of it, go subscribe to the YouTube. Emp, are you sure here? Let me stop sharing my screen for a second so we get yours pulled back up so I can ask you why you're doing that. But yeah, go in, check out the YouTube channel. If you guys are also in the X chat, go in, subscribe over there. I really appreciate that. Give that video a like. I am working hard to grow the YouTube, and that's never going to be like replacing the X content. It will always be additive to it, is my goal. So yeah, subscribe to that YouTube. Ep, I am looking at your screen right now. This blue line here, what is that? And was that your reasoning for being like, hey, it's holding that? Is that like
So the
an EMA or
blue line's just a
SMA?
9 EMA, but since you have a gap up overnight, like it's just now catching up to actual price action. I don't put that much stock into an EMA like that, but what I do have, there's fib levels here. This is the first fib extension level that we got to, and we gapped up above it, and we're holding right on it. So you see this this or orangish line right here. Also pivot points. So R1 pivot point is right there, and you see we're kind of holding this area. That's why this area, I think it's a long, and then you try to test these highs and maybe test up here. The other thing you got to watch this 450, kind of a whole number and a pivot point over here on ES. You can see it rejected here multiple times. So that'd be the other thing to watch. But if you get previous day high at some point tonight, I think we will. You probably buy down there, maybe the gap fill, either one. But I just don't know that this is immediately going to fade. If anything, I think it gives another shot up here first, and then you get the fade. Like, and when I say fade, I mean like it's probably going to do something like this forever, and then like London opens and it'll do something like this, and then it'll like just do this like slow trickle. That would be my just like if I'm predicting it. Obviously, I react more to price action and levels than I predict them, but if I had to just draw out a path or a scenario that, and I said this on Friday on Spaces, I said we'll probably sell off late in the afternoon. So like on Friday, I said we probably fade this back to orb high and previous all time high. We got that move, and then I said we'll probably get some good news from Trump over the weekend and gap up. So here we are, and then I think we end up probably slow fading this either tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. Start just slow fading um, back into this area, which should just be your back test area. So I got there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, when you gap up, a lot of times you fade back down. One of the strong things that I follow previous day high. So you almost always come back and touch previous day high if you gap up above it. So like that's true for SPY, it's true for QQQ. So Monday, if we're still up in this area, I mean, that's your highest probability trade is to come touch here, and if you touch there, your other highest probability trade is to bounce off of that. So previous day high, main watch for me. I just took a long actually right here, 510, 511 is my average, so right above this line. And I'm going to try to trim back up here and then see if it can run up here.
Very nice, very nice. Shout out TC saying hello on YouTube. Sunday Night Live's bangers. We got V White Boy, what's up? Kyle James. I have a stock analysis on ChatGPT. It's insane. It called out Tesla calls. Makes me whatever. Okay, tell us what am I watching for tomorrow is what I want to know. Kyle, let me know. Run it right now.
Yeah,
I know
right.
it's
Yeah,
not
type it
open.
in. Let's
Tell me
see.
what the GBT says. Trade desk saying E-mini looks bullish. Bullish. I mean, it's I'm seeing a little bounce here since we even just talked about it.
Yeah, right here. I think this is your key spot though, if you can get over this 450 or not. If you get over the 450, you probably run up here.
And we also got a question of any thoughts on the Figma IPO. Figma. I did actually try and get some allocation to it. We'll see. I have a feeling this is going to end up being a strong first day performance. Just given the market, although the market has changed. This is expected to begin trading, I believe, this Thursday. So watch out for that. Figma IPO coming up this Thursday. Valuation does not look crazy. At $25, $28, where they priced it, or where they were rumored to price it, it doesn't look bad. But, I mean, I think they did that on purpose, and who knows where this is actually going to get priced. My guess is closer to 35,
I
and then we'll
think
see from there.
I like
The
Figma actually.
order that I put in, I believe, has it fill up to $33 on the max. I did that on Robinhood.
Do you
You like Figma? I know
do you use it?
people use it. I have not.
So
I
like
have not used it, but I know a lot of people have.
I was surprised how many because I'm not really in that like side of things, like when it comes like doing graphic design and things like that. But like I know a ton of people that use Figma. I mean, that's the Wolf schedules created over there. I know some other companies that I've worked with. They use Figma for like their templates when they're building out their website, their trading platforms and stuff, like what things are going to
Yeah.
look like. And it's just got a lot of use cases, and it's kind of like this like open canvas type of thing where I just think it fits into this kind of like the open canvas thing. It's not AI, but it's like I think it's kind of this newer technology version of a lot of things we're going to see. I think you're going to see this. I mean, I think Robinhood's getting close to trying it. If any of you remember Trade Aries, they have like an open like open canvas where it's just like infinite canvas where you can just keep creating out and out and out forever and scroll within your monitor to find stuff. Like I think open canvas stuff and this graphic design stuff is still gonna be big. And I think Figma's bigger than I thought it was, at least before I got introduced to it. So I like it. And now I don't know anything about the number side of things, but I just as far as like people that are actually switching and starting to use Figma, I think is going up.
By the way, we got Jarrett saying Zeta's a partner with Figma. There you go. Kevin saying Figma is looking for the 25 to 28 price. Yeah, that's what it says in Robinhood right now. That's where the initial indications were at, and that's where they were kind of starting the bidding. I heard they're doing a little bit of a different bidding process here. If I remember correctly, what they were doing was they were asking all the people to kind of list their highest price, how many shares they'd want, and how much they'd go in and buy. So I don't know. We'll see how this ends up developing up. Maybe there's 25 to 28. That's what the rumors are right now, but I think that's more of a starting place. Then we also had Kyle kind of responding a little bit. So he said, "Are you trolling?" I want to hear what it says. So this is what he was
I was
saying.
not trolling. I do want to hear it.
Weekly calls expiring July 31st. Near the money, 640 strike bullish. Technical movement supports a breakout above 638, targeting 640 to 645. All right, Emp. All right, watch this. Remind me okay, wait, let's try this again. Sorry, guys. Remind me at 9:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow to watch the July 31st SPY strikes 640. Shout out Kyle in the chat. All right. Well, Kyle, I will embarrass you if they come back bad. Buy trigger price for SPYs. Underlying ETF 638. All right. Jared says he's coming over to the YouTube chat. Kyle, you're looking cute. Wasn't me. This is we accept everything in this chat. And then we also had a couple more stuff that we missed. Most inspirational thing Wolfie ever said was, "Younger you are, the more irresponsible, leveraged, and concentrated you should be." You know, I'm just gonna say this. I'll say this to Wolfie's face at some point. There were times where I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I've come around. I'm Wolfie. I not that I was ever not a fan, but I am a fan. Actually, I was a fan a long time ago, and then there was a point where I wasn't, and then we got to the point where, I was a fan, and then now I'm really a fan. Wolfie, go follow him. There you go. Someone's gonna clip that, and have some explaining to do. But I thought that was nice. I'll tell him what that bad moment was. But we're a good guy. He's a great guy. Sometimes we just talk and say words that shouldn't be said. Chart NBiz. I cannot do that, but maybe M can. Thoughts on AMD and Take-Two? I have not done my research into Take-Two enough to give you a good opinion. I do play their product. I am a fan of video games. AMD scares me at 166. It's starting to get some AI premium that I don't know if it deserves. I was buying at 88, 100, 110, 20, or whatever. I'm not selling here. I don't personally know if I am sprinting over to go in and buy some AMD at this point in time. I mean, unless I'm missing it, I didn't see the 2x revenue, we're taking some market share, that this is a huge pie that everyone's going after. And you don't have to take from NVIDIA to necessarily go in and get a piece here, but their efforts to go in and do that have just been okay so far. So I don't know about it here. And yeah, maybe it keeps going. I'm looking at the chart here. Like, I mean, fuck it. We're almost at the level that I'm seeing in here where I would think would be resistance would be like 170, 175. You break above that, it's like 188. And then, I mean, there's just one bar above that. So, maybe it continues. I personally not sprinting to buy it here. Not sprinting to sell it. I don't know if I'd go in and what's Take-Two been doing? Jesus. All right. Take-Two. Not looking so bad. For anyone who doesn't know, Take-Two video games, own stuff like 2K. They own GTA as well. So a lot of hype. Basically, if you hear, hey, well, GTA, they delayed it to next year, didn't they? So. What's up, Cliff? Good evening. All I'm saying is I'm definitely trilling at the 174 gap. Okay, that's fair. I see what you're saying. Like, that makes sense. Like, honestly, even you want to front run that gap a tiny bit, like 140, 173. Yeah, but that, like, Emp, I will say I'm no charting expert, but a lot of times you can kind of just look at stuff, and I'm good enough to be bad at it. That where you kind of just look at this chart.
On which one?
I'm
Oh,
looking
sorry, I
at
just got back.
AMD. Yeah, you're good.
AMD's definitely completely turned around. I mean,
Yeah,
big
but
time
I wouldn't
turnaround.
bet on it here at this point.
It's
Like,
at the top.
wait, maybe. But here's the
Yeah,
thing.
no,
Wait,
it's top
wait,
here.
wait, 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 wait. There's different trading styles, and I wonder if like a momentum trader sees this chart differently than I do. But like, I don't know. I like to be a little lower on these bars when I'm playing this comeback play. It feels like this comeback, and it's different for like a market leader play. I feel like, but this is a comeback play kind of. And I don't know if they've actually came back. There's a level here which it broke through. I wonder if we do a little. Where's the little lines? You think it's annotation? Path. A little boop. And then bad news bump. There you go. Honestly, I think you see AMD lower at points, and and I think it's a buy. Guys, what is going to happen with this Paramount shit saga? I thought it was kind of over. Didn't Skydance get approval to buy it? One thing that I did see, and I don't think you would have seen this. So Skydance acquiring Paramount. They did it, and then there was regulatory problems. They got approval.
Mr. Beast.
He sent the Skydance CEO a message to follow them. I guess he deleted it. Maybe he got the follow. But it sounds like Mr. Beast trying to get something done there. What's the latest with Paramount Skydance deal? Merger valued at $8 billion has received final approval from the SEC. Closing date expected to be August 7th. This will shift control of Paramount Global from. Okay. Seems like M&A. It's done. I don't know what price on Para is the deal. This type of thing, it actually can get wrong. $15 per share. And what is it at right now? 13? So what's that? I don't know. I don't know why there is a $2 difference there. Maybe this. FCC approved the rights to pass to Skydance. Chart looks like it's going to move soon. So Bluecry, are they keeping this public? Thought Mr. Beast was tied to Amazon due to the series he did. I thought so too, Cliff M. But he literally sent a message to he sent that out. Ooh, what's this? Oh no, we're both sharing our screen. I was like, there's 4 people in here. What's that? Oh, and I also see your message. But yeah, Cliff. Jimmy tried to get in contact with the CEO of Skydance. That's all I know. You think this is a cup and handle?
I mean, if they've got a price tag on it of what the people are going to
No,
estimate,
but here's the thing. My question is
stock.
No. My question is that a take private, or are they just keeping it public, and they're just shifting the owners, or who owns the private sale of it?
It's going to be so Skydance is going to buy it, and it's going to stay public. Is that the consensus thought here?
Yep, that's what Bluecry said. It's going to be public.
If it's going to stay public, then I think that changes a lot of things, right?
Trend line. There is a trend line here. It's like kind of that. I mean, this is fucking. That's like a parabolic one. You can ask the AI to like draw. What's your favorite TA signals or chat? What technical analysis things should I tell it to do? What do you use?
Yeah, I think you look at like daily and weekly moving averages sometime on a name like this.
Okay, hey, I asked for stuff. You gave me nothing.
That's what I just said.
Which moving averages? Give me them.
Oh, 200's the most common one that people watch a lot. 50. It's like daily, like moving averages, simple. I just do like a 20, a 50, and a 200. Some people use the 100 too, but 20 is kind of short term, 50 is kind of medium term, and 200 is your like long term moving average.
Okay, that wasn't.
Like I like to put those on there and go to a daily and then sometimes I go to a weekly as well. Sometimes you'll see like a weekly, a 50-week moving average is a very strong kind of long-term trend move.
Let's see what it ends up doing here. I just said use the top 3 most popular indicators.
I like volume profile as well. I don't know if you've ever looked at that much.
Why are you doing this? It's like doing it instead of doing it like doing it on the chart like it has done.
Just typing it out for you.
There we go. I think it's doing it. It's going to add moving averages, RSI, and MACD. %15 short interest. What on Paramount? What is Paramount on Prospero? Prospero has Paramount as a 62 out of 100 on the short pressure score. Very low net option sentiment, only 9. So the options traders are also pretty bearish on this name. Yeah, I don't know. Prospero's not looking good on this one. Prospero would say avoid. I don't think you can post links in here. I don't think it'll even work. This is the most manipulated large cap stock. The S&P 500 is what Blue Cry is saying. So, by the way, this Robinhood Legend, this is Perplexity. This is Legend, but it's pretty cool.
You did draw like a kind of a rising wedge there. Trade Desk saw it too. I was looking at it going, oh, okay, it's not the best looking. I feel like a lot of things have that. But if they pop over that, a bullish move out of a failed bearish pattern is a very bullish thing typically in the market.
So MACD, does anyone care about this?
I know a lot of people that use MACD.
It is holding on whatever this line is. It like wants to fight it, but it is pretty high up. I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at on MACD. RSI relative strength index. So this is just how strong it's moving, like how extended away, and obviously it bounced off pretty aggressively. It's not overextended.
MACD is like a more advanced version of RSI. That's more of like an oscillator of move.
What about Google tomorrow? Should I put a call on? I got nothing for you on these short term ones, honestly. I don't know if Emp has anything. My play is generally just wait till paper says something and then go from there. So this is when I asked the Perplexity to go in and do this. These are the signals it puts on. And then what's this? Is this a 50-day SMA? It's pretty far away from it.
What is that? Google? It looks like Google. Yeah,
It is Google.
Google's a tough one. I mean,
It's a Wumbo. He, she, me, Wumbo. Sorry.
Yeah, big old W.
W's in chat. W's in chat.
If you look around and see, like, if you look left, that second peak to the left, if we hold over that previous all-time high, not that one, but the one before right there, you hold over that right now, which is where we're kind of trying to hold, then yeah, I would say that's actually a pretty good sign. But did Google just make a huge move? Like, especially over the last, probably 2 weeks into earnings, and then obviously the big move on earnings. Yeah, I did. So is it a little frothy right now? Probably so. I think that's a tough call, but it does have a gap. It stopped right at half gap. So like if you look at the gap from Wednesday the 5th that they gapped down on, I think it was earnings, February 5th. Where we peaked is right in the middle. So half gap is the spot that people watch on that. there's also kind of a little level that Evan can probably draw even, that same spot where we topped out on Thursday. If it gets over that high, you have to think it's going to go fill that gap up to what is it like 202, 203. Oh yeah, I mean if it holds, I mean where it held both of the last. So if you look at Thursday's low and Friday's low, I mean, and look left on the chart, that's previous all-time high. That's
Oh fuck, I was muted
usually
that whole
a pretty
time.
good sign.
This
Yeah,
is like the I was wondering why you're talking like so this is what I was drawing there. This is kind of that the bottom of that gap where it kind of held a couple times. A couple candles through, obviously it broke through it, but came back with vengeance. So we'll see. And even if it tested back to like this half gap, that wouldn't be bearish. I feel like a test back to here would be still pretty, and a bounce here would be, maintaining the structure, bullish.
yeah. I think if you're looking for high probability setups, you're kind of in wait and see mode right now. I mean, momentum traders, yes, dance until the music stops playing. But this is like it feels like if you're playing the musical chairs game right now, the music's been playing for a little while, and that any point that music's going to cut off, and that last chair is going to get pulled out from some under somebody. The whole market is super frothy right now, and I think you're going to have a more clear setup to take some really nice shots at some bigger name trades like that really soon. But I think for the probability side of things, you're going to have a much better risk reward after we get some type of pullback, whether it's for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. It kind of builds out some type of flag structure, handle something, back testing previous all-time highs on SPY and QQQ, something like that. And that's also going to probably bring down some of these names like obviously like a Google, like Evan was just kind of showing that little line he had on his chart. That would actually be like, okay, market's pulling back a little bit here, cooling off a little bit. All right, Google's pulled back to this line. All right, this is where I want to take my shot. That's kind of the mindset that I have for a lot of big names right now. But at the same time, there's still a lot of opportunity with, some names are just absolutely just still flying and going and not slowing down. Ton of information this week. Evan, I know you hit on it a little bit earlier, but between
Look at
earnings,
Apple.
FOMC, NFP,
Apple feels like it could
looks
have
good.
another week sideways, but this does feel like a significant level. It's here, like it's kind of bumped up here a
I'm
couple
trimming my
times, bump
the
there.
long. If anybody took a long with me a while ago, I'm trimming it. By the way, on NQ, it's 25 points.
So maybe Apple has some sideways action to do. Do you go to Wix or do you go to like candle bodies? You're setting this stuff.
For trend lines, I look mostly at wicks, but like you can tell sometimes if like four wicks line up and one of them's more of a candle body, like you kind of take that into account. Sometimes you can wick through and still close a candle above a trend line, and it's just as valid.
By the way, Blue Cry 2000 said subscribed. Good luck. I appreciate you. So thanks. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you for being here, Blue Cry. Did you come from the X or something like that? Or did you imagine if you just found us naturally on YouTube? I don't know how you do that. Taking some profit as well on MNQ. Steph, nice to see that.
Here we go.
Okay, wait,
Let's
let's
go.
see.
Sunday night making some money
Spinning
here.
volatile. It moved bigger before earnings. W. Hishi me Wumbo. Shout out to Mr. Poopy Butthole saying the W's in the chat. Only one person doing it. Been trading Google last recently. It has been pretty strong. I don't know. Palantir. You look at Palantir at all, Amp?
I look at it. I don't know what the hell to do with it, but I look at it
Yeah.
all the time. And when I look at it, what do you do? I mean, just
What do
great
you like
shot upside,
Fibonacci or
no
something?
pullbacks.
Fibonacci. That's the
I
thing
use
we
a lot of
use as
Fibonacci.
all-time highs.
Yeah, I use a lot of Fibonacci. Actually, if you pull up my screen, here's a
Let me
recent
pull
one
up.
that I drew. And so, like, when you look at this, so from the high we made in February to the low we made, we retraced everything, and then we get to this first spot of interest, which is this 1.272 that I use, but 1.618 is the most common Fibonacci that people know. And look, it's sitting right up here at 162, just above our heads on Palantir. Plus, you start to get extended. I mean, when I look at this and I see this purple line as a daily 9 EMA, that's a fast reacting short term kind of EMA, even on a daily chart. And when you get, and look, anytime you get a little extended from it, when you start getting extended from it, you usually pull back to it. So like you look right here, kind of got, it's going straight up, gets extended away from it, pulls back down towards it. Right here, pretty decent distance away from it, pulls back into it. Are we kind of setting up for the same thing here to pull back into it? Probably so. I mean, just looking at the pattern of how this trend's continuing to go. But if you're looking for a day trade type of thing, I mean, I feel like you could trade Palantir long any day, and you're going to be more right than wrong. How about this long right here? Woo.
Got the fastest car, Zoom. You trade FX at all? Someone wants to know. TC wants to know.
Say it again. FX?
Do you trade Forex at all?
No.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like, I mean, I'm just a natural like trader, like my brain is programmed to trade. So like I could probably figure out how to trade any asset out there just straight up by a price action and TA. But I like to add a little bit more confluence into my trading. So like if I can understand like what's moving it, what the stuff, and I don't understand currencies really. I don't. So I stay away from that one. But I know a lot of people that do. I know a lot of former Forex guys that now trade futures. They seem to like it better. But yeah, I stay away from Forex. I know some people actually crush it though, that people that really understand the macro picture of global markets and stuff.
Damn, whoa. That was a nice long on these futures.
Yeah. Yeah, I just took another trim here. Because like I said, this spot right here on ES is the other main
So
spot.
where'd you enter? Can you mark where you entered?
Yeah, right here.
And we talked about it on
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Here, I'll watch. Long position. I entered right here. Oh no, clicked the wrong button. Hold on. Right there. So this is basically my trade, my stop loss, open profit and loss, 31 points, 32 points. Yep, that's exactly what it looks like right there. So actually my average was 511, so we're a tick off, but whatever, right there. And I like that this 5-minute candle, if ES will close over this 5-minute candle right here, close over this 450, it'll look a lot better. If this shoots up and creates an upper wick and the candle body closes down here in 3 minutes, it's going to be a rough look. But
what time frame? 5,
5 minute.
5 minutes?
Yeah, this is 5 minute right here.
Yeah, I've kind of liked the 5 minute, honestly.
Yeah, Steph's got the right idea here. Leaving a runner risk free. Yeah, so like for me, like let's see how much I've taken off 60% of my position, and I moved my stop loss all the way up to right here. So this is turning out to be a really good trade. Look at it. How about this, Evan? Didn't know we were gonna have
Boom!
it's almost 40 points right here.
We're about 30 minutes away from those 24-hour single stock markets opening up. I'm looking forward to it. Shout out to Mr. Poopy Butthole saying it's taking some notes. I mean, frick. Go back and look back at whatever happened here and when Emp was talking about this trade here because it just worked. Trade some Google and Palantir frequently, but I'm at a beginner level. It's been a good time to be trading those stocks. Who knows if that's what you want to be trading going forward always, but definitely been a good time. Low-key, Asia and London have been very clean recently. Emp, you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, If you look at like the New York session recently, we get these like powerful opening moves the first hour, and then it goes sideways for 4 or 5 hours. I mean that's honestly been the story of the last few weeks. Like the opening move happens and then it goes sideways for half the day. But overnight we've been getting some move. Now, if you look over here, this is what I was talking about. You see this right here at this 450 on ES. So right here on this line. Notice how this candle, 5-minute candle, there's still a minute left on it, but notice how that wick is above it and that candle body is still staying under it. And that's it's exactly where we gapped up and opened right here. And also we had, a couple rejections in that area already. So definitely a spot to lock in some profit. I wish I could be up. The London session's probably be one of the cleanest ones to trade. That like right around London Open, but that's just like too middle of the night for me.
What time is that?
Like 3 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, fuck that. I need my sleep.
Yeah, it's tough. Buckhead, I see. Yeah, you're welcome, Buckhead. Buckhead, if you see that comment, Evan. So, but there's an important point here. It was great confluence, is what Buckhead said here in the chat. What I'm saying, like that's the key, right? So, like, one, these streams have a slight delay to them, just like spaces do, but it's never, hey,
It's actually
it's never, hey, like I'm gonna follow somebody's trade. It's like, okay, what did they see that goes with what I'm seeing, and does that line up and give me more confluence? I do this all the time where, I'm looking at a trade, and if I hear, Maple or Frank or somebody on our spaces, KC, saying that they're taking a trade, and I'm kind of looking at the same trade. I'm like, okay, I've got they're seeing something the way they look at it that looks good, and I'm seeing it the way I look at it that looks good. It just gives me a little bit stronger confluence here. That's the correct way to do it, Buckhead.
Here we go, Jarrett. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. This is, maybe I would like to also say at some point, I wish it's timestamped here. You did say, a little bit of a boring session or something, and then this guy takes a long off the bottom.
Yep. I started, I mean, it was
Boom.
almost an hour ago, I think.
All right, I
45
want to
minutes ago.
quickly let me pull up my screen and let's one more time. Maybe let's go through some of the events that we're looking forward to this week. It's going to be a very, very busy week, and I just want to quickly go through this one more time. We did it very early on in the spaces. Maybe even the craziest week of the quarter. The place where that's starting is the earnings calendar. We have, let me zoom out of this, SoFi, PayPal, Spotify, UNH, and a bunch more, Boeing, Royal Caribbean, Procter & Gamble, etc. All that's literally just Tuesday morning. I'm not going to read out every single name on here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Magnificent Seven names reporting earnings. Robinhood, FinTwit favorite. Coinbase, FinTwit favorite. SoFi, and a bunch of other FinTwit favorites. I said this earlier. I watched Ford versus Ferrari this weekend. I'm committed to watching it at some point or within the next month. We got Ferrari here. We got Ford here. If you guys didn't know, Ford worth around 50 billion. Ferrari like 125, 150. So there is a winner there. There is a winner there. United Health Group. We are watching this one. We're going to do a conversation on this one. I think that there is some volatility in this name coming up here. I don't know if it's up or down, but I feel like we're at a point. I know Jordan said, hey, maybe it's a touchdown to where the end of that previous candle. We maybe go up to a half gap, test it, come back down. And if you can, a failing of a bearish move is bullish. So who knows at that point? There are a lot of ways that one can end up playing out, but I think volatility in a name like United Health, which may not have been there, might be back. We'll see. GE Healthcare, I want to continuously watch that one. You guys know I've been in Honeywell a lot. One of the things that I'm watching for is them splitting their company into pieces. The best case scenario of that so far has been General Electric. You would love to see those ones continue to play out. but a name that I'm kind of lightly watching on the background. I'm going to stop talking on this, and maybe we'll dig in a little deeper in a second. The point being, we have a very, very, very packed earnings calendar this upcoming week. Let me take a quick look here. U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent is scheduled to meet with Chinese counterparts in Stockholm for further trade talks on Tuesday. And I'd imagine that's going to go into Wednesday and continuing on. We did hear a story that the U.S. and China are going to extend their 90-day tariff or extend their tariff pause for another 90 days. Apparently, that was from the South Morning China Post. I don't know if that is CCP affiliated. It was saying it was a Hong Kong-based newspaper, but I don't know. I didn't do the full research into it, if that was Chinese central government or a rumor, but seems like 90-day tariff extension is what is currently expected right now coming out of those U.S.-China Tuesday talks. Federal Court of International Trade on the U.S. Federal Circuit Court of Appeals will hold hearings on the Court of International Trade's ruling on the International Economic Emergency Power Act tariffs. Yeah, that's not going to stop them. All right, and then I did also
we
want
haven't
to
heard
talk.
anything. You remember, like you brought that up, but we haven't heard anything on that in a while. When they started challenging the tariffs in court,
Yeah, that's not
I
going to
was
stop
like,
them.
"What?" Yeah, I know, I agree, and that was also like we haven't even heard an update on that since then.
Well, sounds like Wednesday. Courts also kind of go slow, you know. I'm not totally surprised on that one. Sorry, I was
I
looking
did
away.
ask Grok on the South China Morning Post. It is not directly part of the CCP nor the state-owned enterprise. So just to throw that context
Well,
in.
ask indirectly. Sometimes that, direct. Sometimes that
Well,
word direct can be doing a
everything could
lot of
be
work.
indirect.
A lot of work.
Everything could
A
be
lot of work.
indirectly in China. They indirectly probably have their hand in everything.
All right. Okay. Quickly, I want to get through this. On the macro calendar to look out for this week, Monday, Tuesday, I'm not really watching much. Wednesday, this GDP print. I believe this is the first reading for Q2 GDP, if I'm not wrong. Is this the first reading for Q2 GDP? The upcoming is the advanced. Okay, so this is the first reading for GDP. Now I can say, now I can be confident if I am saying fake news in real time. Could double check myself. Also on Wednesday, we have the FOMC rate decision. There is a 90-something% chance that they're not going to cut rates. They're not going to cut rates. There is also no summary of economic projections, so basically nothing's going to happen at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's 2:30 p.m. Eastern, the Jerome Powell press conference. There are, including this meeting, 4 meetings left in the year. They said they're going to cut rates 2 times or by 50 basis points. So that either means we're cutting next meeting or we're kind of like, to me, the way this goes is we're cutting next meeting and we're going to hear them talk about that. So I'm very curious around this 2:30 p.m. Eastern thing. I mean, I guess maybe some people are saying we only get one cut in December. I think that's what Ali was saying, if I remember correctly. But hopefully she'll be coming on the spaces on Wednesday. Looking forward to that. We'll be live throughout the entire week. Thursday is another really big morning. I've been doing my morning show more. And by the way, we're going to be doing that here. Initial jobless claims, always something interesting. But really Thursday, PCE. This is the Fed's preferred inflation index. That will be coming out 8:30 a.m. Eastern on Thursday morning. And then Friday, August 1st, which that August 1st date should ring some bells. But that is when we get NFP, non-farm payroll. That's what this U.S. employment report is. We also get the unemployment rate. People watch that. But this is a big number. Like I said earlier, our friend Paper Gains, he has a whole indicator from LuxAlgo that goes in and says what was the high on the stay, what was the low on the stay. And we really trade off of it. These are a significant day, and the market cares about it. Market seems to respect these levels as well. And a Michigan consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Eastern for good measure on Friday. This is a very, very busy week. And now, on top of that, August 1st is quote unquote allegedly, I don't know, we'll see. It seems pretty much like it's going to happen here. But Friday is when all these tariffs were set to go into effect from President Trump. That was the deadline he gave. That was when we were up. We have reached a trade deal here. EU and US 15% tariff. There's a little bit more details on it, but this is the updated picture here. This one seems like it's going to change based on the reports that I'm seeing. This one seems like it might end up changing here as well. Most likely Mexico. Canada does not seem like it's going to change. And then these ones, I have no idea. But they don't matter as much as some of these top 10 ones. There are other countries that aren't here, like a Vietnam. These two countries are literally at war right now. There. 50% of Brazil is interesting. They were talking about how they were treating their former president. I didn't really look too deep into it. I know Brazil and just in general has a lot of tariffs. I mean, obviously there are also a couple countries on here missing. India, notably being one of them. I'm sure I could just come up with another if I really sat here and thought of the biggest economies. Australia, that's one. Probably it would be on here. Not many South American countries. Only one. Whatever. But yeah, that is a lot of the stuff that we are watching out for this week. It is going to be a really, really, really busy week. Yes, I am using a Mac. What do you think of Robinhood, Roblox, Google, AMD, NVIDIA, and Palantir? That's a lot of stocks. Let's then run them through some of the earnings hub score. I like this earnings hub score. We've been using
Hood's
it.
gonna be very interesting. They report on Wednesday.
Yeah. So listen,
You're gonna be asking a question, aren't you?
I will be. Oh, actually, I don't think I'm going to be asking a question. Now, the reason for that is anonymity stuff, but I will be associated with. I will be in the building
with a question. Yes.
I will be associated with a question, is what we'll say. Yeah. I think that's a good way to go. But I'm chilling there. I also, by the way, I think I could say this. If not, who watches these things anyway? Coinbase, they invited me. They're doing a little like Q&A that I can report on stuff on with Brian Armstrong and I think the CFO as well. So if any of you guys are watching Coinbase and coming out of it, have any questions you want me to ask them, let me know there. But I just want to run some of these through the earnings hub score and see what they're saying. See if there's any like anomalies here. This is just showing. I don't know. I don't even care about showing it that much, but I'm good. I'm good when it's like expensive and high revenue growth. It's the what Tesla looks like, which is pretty ugly. D's, double D's, Rosie Perez, big Kanye guy. We're almost at 20,000 viewers, guys. That is insane. I need a water, but I don't know where. Okay, good. I found it. Water set. Or 50% from breaking orb high. What do you think this is in reference to?
%50 from breaking orb high. I don't really look at the early Globex as an orb and opening range. I know some people will look at the Asia opening range or the London opening range. Obviously, the New York opening range is a big one. I don't really look at the Globex opening range, but I do know some people look into that.
I don't know how to trade stocks to all-time highs.
I can trade the futures a little bit. I've figured out how to like size down basically, like I don't know, just change up my strategy a little bit. But all-time highs is my least favorite trading. I mean, my long-term portfolio looks fantastic, right? So I'm just enjoying the ride over there for the most part. But trading at all-time highs is a very difficult thing because all you're really using is extensions. Whether it's fib extensions or range extensions, whatever your preferred version is. But price discovery is a tough thing to try to trade.
There seems to be this trend line that it did try to break above. Well, it did for a second, fell back into it. But I mean, this wouldn't look bearish, right? And then, I mean, maybe I'm seeing this level starting to go here. I don't know. I can't do fibs. What do the fibs say? You want to? I mean, how do you even pick where you run the fibs from?
it depends. Some people use trend-based fibs. Some people use fib retracement. I'm more on the retracement camp.
I got the fastest water sip ever. Hey, listen, all of us are good at some things. You know, some things are more useful than others. I'm glad we found my skill on the stream. Oh, okay. For the current trade you're in, Emp, what would you kind of use for your final target price?
So I have that
Let me pull this off.
R2. Yeah.
Oh, she's looking better now too. Damn.
So I have this R2 level up here, and that's kind of like where I'll just be taking my profit. It'll be right at a 50-point gain on NQ. Pretty solid game for Sunday night. I mean, if you're really looking
Ooh,
for it
wait,
to
can I ask
continue,
you something though? On ES,
Yeah.
were we talking before on that red go the 4 candles back, basically from the current
Yeah.
one, that one there. That was
This
where we
one.
were talking, wasn't that? Did you just throw a wiener? Zoom in.
No, so like right here,
No,
this
okay.
candle.
Was that where
that's-
we were talking about? We didn't want to fall under, and it did.
Well, I was like,
Or
I
would it
didn't
look
want to wake
healthier?
above and do this, but
Which
once
it
it
did.
did that, you see the next candle was red, and then the EMA caught up. This is VWAP right here, and the next candle bought up, and this is an engulfing candle, right? So you have a green candle that was bigger than the red candle before, engulfing candle. So that's a good sign for continuation a little bit higher. But pretty much hitting, I mean, this is where we pushed up to at the open. You know, you're pretty much hitting most of your targets here.
Here we go. 15 minutes. Watch it just be a dump. We get to 24 hours more open. Everything dies.
You will get some volatility when that happens, by the way.
We should get an upward boost, I would think. Doesn't mean we're gonna hold
if
it.
anything, if I was looking to short this, I would be waiting for after like a little push on that 24-hour market opening, and basically
You've been
it's basically
trading a lot of
your
short
Asia
recently.
Tokyo.
You've always
You know,
traded short.
I always like on futures. I'm
You're
more
gross.
so like look, I'm long on my portfolio, and I trade probably 2/3 of the time I'm trade short on futures, but those are short-term moves within bigger long-term moves, right? Shorts move faster too. If you're a kind of an active trader, you know, your grinds to the upside are typically slow, and your shorts typically move much faster.
Something smells good. We're getting close to let's go. Also, I feel like we've had a lot of people talking in the chat today. This is awesome. Jarrett, Steph, Mr. Poopy Butthole, Kyle, too, looking back. Blue Cry left and said he subscribed. Shout out. Trade Desk added a lot to this one. Trade Desk HQ.
I went to check out Trade Desk.
TTD. All right. Schedule is being posted right now. I see it. Get a lot of notifications coming your way. P and Chad. Check out the schedule. Let's see what we got on the Wolf Spaces calendar for the week. We got 9:15 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We're opening up with some live trading. Got a deep dive, SOFL deep dive. That is a software deep dive. So we'll look into that. Some software names. I know it's been interesting. We got to make sure we get paper gains in on that one. I talked to Gav. Reiterate to him that paper should be in there. So it comes from two different areas. Small cap investing show. I know these guys go hard in. We go hard in paint. But those guys do some good stuff there. We got this one saying 2 p.m. Eastern on a live discussion here. I feel like
That's our
chronologically
new
that should be higher than 3 p.m. But we get that next time.
Oh boy. Well,
We get it next time. Sometimes we win. Sometimes we win, and sometimes
so
we
first
just.
week, yeah, first week we've had our afternoon trading slot, so
All right. So 8 a.m.
we'll
Eastern
get that
then
next week.
on 8 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday. Got a futures space going on at 8 a.m. And then you got the live trading. I will be doing a live stream. Get excited for this at 10 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday. I'm going to be doing it with Brooker from Perplexity. Now, what my pitch here was, okay, I want to get better at using AI. I am going to talk with people who work at these massive AI companies who are doing stuff with it. Help me to like use it in the right ways, play around with what's new, learn, and then just turn it into content so everyone gets to see it. So I get to learn AI.
I'm glad
You
you're
guys
doing
get
that.
content. The company gets people to see it. Boom, bang,
I've
triple win. 10
I've
a.m.
brought that up.
Eastern. Get ready.
I feel like so many people are like I'm in that same boat. I feel like so many people like talk about AI and AI is great and like I honestly I use AI to like ask questions right now. And like I've been trying like some people have developed AI like Prospero or something like that, but I need to get so much better at using AI. And I see people doing crazy things like our friend Alex Finn just like coding apps and stuff with it. And like I'm sitting here going like I need some type of like intro crash course to like start using these AI. So I'm actually really interested in catching that stream of yours.
I'm probably gonna do it with Alex at some point.
Yeah, you should. It's almost like we need you and him together to like bring it to
No,
a
no, I just
midpoint,
need
you
him to
know?
ask questions. Yeah,
Because well, he's like super high level, and it like when I watch his stuff, like sometimes it's like over my head a little bit on the AI side.
that is
Like
fair.
I think I know more about how AI works than how to use AI. If that isn't that funny?
All right, here we go. First of all, shout out to Mr. Poopy Butthole saying subscribed as well. Liked your guys' content. Sorry for the username. Made it when I was a kid. I am a fan of Rick and Morty. You are okay. You what? What's your name? What's your name so I can at least call you that? Chat knows who I'm talking about. And then Jarrett, shout out. I like TTD and Zeta. Bigger position in TTD. Also, could just say bigger piece of shit. Trade desk. That could be read both ways. That's fair. Zeta's a spec name. Trade desk a little bit more established. I respect it. I can't listen. I just placed an order for 50 shares of Zeta. We'll see if it gets filled. I'll probably sell this pretty quickly if we go up, but I don't hate the play. If the market pulls back, marketing spend gets pulled back first. I work in this marketing area. I'm maybe a lot more segmented in the finance space, but I could tell you marketing spend is not pulled back. Any struggles? I have not seen it. The economy is strong. We can do it. I don't know when you put this in the chat, but yes. All right, what is up, Mr. Ben? I appreciate you. Let's keep going through this little calendar here, and then we're going to talk a little bit about. I have been standing in the kitchen. I heard you. Shout out D Lee. Why is Minx a perma bear? You get a trading
So
style, it works, make money.
it's exactly what I was just saying. Shorts move faster. She's not like she doesn't ever do anything long term, like as far as call outs or anything. She has long term positions that she just holds, buy and hold, right? Invest. But the way she trades is high frequency and it's quick. Shorts move way faster. So that's why she pretty much always goes short. She takes advantage of overextended markets.
All right.
And she does it well. So but it is funny. It does seem like she's just always bearish, like always like cheering for the market to go down. Well, she's just trying
It's
to
kind
make
of turned
money.
into a meme, so that's fair enough. We joke about it. But listen,
Yeah, and she
traders
can't cook
work,
either. So
and it's fair. Let's keep going through this calendar though. Tesla deep dive at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then we have 1 p.m. Eastern, all-time high. What's next? This is an ETF chat. Love me some ETF chat. ETF Central, they got some experts there. We get the data. Michael Coe. This is the options analyst. He's on CNBC a bunch. Awesome. John Tippman, Nikki. This is a really cool panel here. Get ready for this one, hosted by Austin Hankwitz. He has top 5 business podcasts. That's a cool show that gets underrated. I'm a fan of this afternoon show and Stocks on Spaces. United Healthcare deep dive. We're going to be doing that 5 p.m. Eastern following the earnings, which are the morning of that day. Live trading again starting on Wednesday. I think 11 a.m. Eastern. I know they have this here. I will be doing my own show on 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm getting Roy from Crossroads. We are going to be doing a live stream at 11 a.m. Eastern on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about the Robinhood earnings, which will be coming up later that day. We're going to be talking about the SoFi and PayPal earnings, which would have came out the day before. 11 a.m. Eastern. Expect a live stream from me. I am excited for that one. Spaces, Yield Max, guys. If you're into the income investing, if you own any of those ones, and the CEO of Yield Max, well, I don't know if the guy who trades all the Yield Max stuff, the Yield Max account, the Yield Max team, they come in and do a Spaces with us every week, noon Eastern on Wednesday. If you're interested in that, come join us there. Trader Spotlight. If you guys don't know, Wolf Trading is live. Like I said, all over. This is Wolf Trading. They're going to be getting traders on there and then just digging more into like their style, a little bit more of an educational thing than a full-on just call-outs. So that should be exciting. A new series starting up. Watch out for that. Wednesday is Jerome Powell press conference, FOMC day. We got a stacked panel coming in. A lot of people. This show is also going to go through until some live earnings, which will be happening at 4 p.m. Eastern. This is Robinhood Day, this is Facebook Day, and this is Microsoft Day. Big one. 1:50 p.m. Eastern. Stocks on Spaces.
It's going to be a big show.
It's going to be a big show, Tater. Sorry. Opening bell, X Spaces crew. I don't care about this. Sorry. Recapping the biggest earnings. I love this earnings hub show. This will be a good one. Brian Stoffel, really, really smart guy. I'm excited to hear what he has to say. Wolfie is a good addition on the space. Sam Solid adds a lot to this one as well. Hamid is really smart too. And then we have traders as well. Again, 2 p.m. Eastern after the 3 p.m. Next time we will get this one changed. But nonetheless, going to be good. Wolf Mr. Beast collab. I don't know why we put Mr. Beast on there. I do know what this is. This is going to be his team. I'll let that come out there, actually. Never mind. But bold thing to put him on there. Are you going to tag him too? Well,
oh, yeah. He did say that if he's free, he'll come by. He did say that.
That would be insane. But, yeah.
I'm not going to hold my breath, but he did say, like, hey, if I'm free, I'll join in for a minute.
Okay.
So
now let's
possible appearance by Mr. Beast.
Probable appearance by Mr. Beast? No, we won't go that far. All right, we actually got a lot of comments here. Live, let's go. What's up, ProFast? Like Yield Max, Ulti. People are a fan of that one. Evan, do you play Clash Royale? I did a little bit. I fell off. I don't play that many phone games anymore. I would say, yeah, I played Clash Royale for a little. I so love ETF chats, ProFast. We got a lot of really good ones. And also, speaking of, hashtag segue. We're working with a company right now. Why don't we talk about that one a little bit here as we're talking some of these ETF chats. You guys have heard us talk about this company. We're working with them. Our goal is to just put stuff on your radar. If you guys have not heard of this OMAH ETF, if you guys are into the income stuff, let me pull this up here. OMAH. This is an ETF. What it does is, there's a lot of different strategies for the income. What this one is doing is it's buying the top 15 holdings of Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, and then also doing the strategy on Berkshire Hathaway itself, and then running this covered call strategy on it, creating income, targeting a 15% yield. So their whole concept here is trying to create that kind of Warren Buffett investing style with some yield and with some dividends on it. You definitely want to look into the stuff. Like I said, we are working with them, but this has $443 million of assets under management after launching in March of this year. So someone is buying this, someone is putting into it. They've done their research into it, and they're a fan of it. So if you guys are into the income ETFs and you're looking for an interesting style here, maybe this one could be right for you. Obviously, investing is risky. This is your money. Do your research into it. I do own some of it, but we're working with them. Like, I just want to be clear that our goal is always to be the first place on your radar. But this is a really, really interesting one, and I want to stress to you that the market is telling you someone is interested in this ETF, and it is doing well. $443 million. There is a very strong bid. There's the expense.
Yeah,
do your research into it. VistaShares.com, great place to look into it.
What's interesting about OMAH is it's built around Buffett, right? But it holds some Berkshire, and then it holds a bunch of like the typical Buffett names in there. But what you don't have, because I actually asked this question the other day to Adam Patty, and I said, "Hey, what's OMAH? What are you looking at it now? I mean, I'm watching Berkshire pull back while the rest of the market's frothy. I mean, what are your thoughts?" And he said, with Buffett stepping down at the end of the year, maybe Berkshire itself gets a little bit of a sentiment thing, like what's going to happen, maybe pull some money out of there, but the companies should still have the same story and track record that they have. So you're basically owning those without any of the negative sentiment. And I thought that was a really interesting argument to check out OMAH, at least put it on your radar, because you're owning the same things that Berkshire owns, except you don't have the, hey, Buffett's stepping down, like maybe the company pulls back a little bit because of that. I don't know that it should, but I do think the market might look at that just a little bit on the Berkshire side of things.
Yeah, stuff is definitely going to be changing there. We're getting to the point of these overnight markets. Let me get a couple stuff here, but shout out VistaShares. Berkshire Hathaway is at a really interesting point right now. When you kind of look at it going forward, yeah, you could talk about this, but there's people know, like, he's 94. The market is kind of pricing in the fact of what's going to be happening there in the very near future. And I think there's an opportunity there when a company is really run well. If you like some of those insurance type names, Berkshire Hathaway has done it in a really great way. And, their ability to invest and outperform the market has set them up to a point where they have $300 and something billion of cash, and they have a lot of opportunities in front of them. So, yeah, I don't know. The immediate 5 to 10 years for Berkshire Hathaway still looks pretty clear and still looks pretty strong. 24-hour markets are opening up here, 8 p.m. Eastern. Here we go. Tesla starting the day up 4.4%. Apple up 0.1%. Google up 1%. NVIDIA, I'm sure a lot of people want to see. Let's give this a little plus. Oh, this is one day. That's why. All right.
Yes.
5 minutes. Oh, there's also a lot of comments we didn't fully get through, but let this first kind of candles play out here.
Ooh, Tesla up 1%.
I want to run through a couple more of these comments too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, actually not. You're right. We'll do that in a second. Go for it.
Well, whichever direction you want to go. I was looking at these overnight prices since it just opened. Tesla up 1.2. Broadcom is up 0.85, almost 1%.
Why do I see Tesla up 4.8 on this?
I don't know. Mine says 1.3.
Let me look somewhere else.
That's what I'm looking at. I see 1.5 now.
No, I see 1.5 too. So is this just wrong, or maybe I need to refresh? Maybe I need to go off this. By the way, I did just get filled on some Zeta shares. I am now the owner of Zeta. I bought, Jarrett. I am the owner of wait for it. Load. I am the owner of 50 shares of Zeta at an average cost of, it doesn't say right now, but I believe it was 16.17, somewhere where that will be. 16.17 is what I am at there. Are the rest of these prices right? Is NVIDIA up 0.4%, 0.5%?
That's what I have.
Okay. No, Microsoft, yeah, the NVIDIA is right. So it was just Tesla. Yeah,
AMD
okay,
up 0.75.
AMD. Zeta.
That is up 0.8.
Okay, a couple more of these comments. You guys are amazing. Twitter Spaces, Enki, we appreciate you for being there. We love them. Shout out Jay from Tidal, and he's the guy doing the trading or leading the trading team behind Yield Max. 5 min. I missed this comment 5 minutes ago. We get like 10 comments, and here I am missing it by 5 minutes. Shout out. Evan, when face reveal. I'll probably be forced at it at some point. I kind of saw it a little bit earlier. Thank you for putting on the show. 24-hour trading this evening. Where are we going to be doing 24-hour trading? No, I mean, he is trading the 24-hour markets a little bit. Birdie took a beautiful long. You missed it, but it was great. And that's not like some sarcasm here. It's actually a really strong long. Going to be quite the week with earnings too. We'll look at the earnings calendar one more time.
Amajama. I don't know if anyone knows who Amajama is, but she's a really good trader, does a lot of streaming type of stuff. She's going to be on Spaces live trading with us a couple afternoons this week. Check that
Oh,
schedule.
that's exciting.
I'm excited to have her on.
To
She's
2
a
p.m.
killer.
Eastern, a lot of those days.
Yeah, she'll be, I think, Monday and
Nice.
Wednesday, 2 p.m. She's coming on with us.
Cool. I am looking forward to that one. I'll hang out there for a little. Amajama. Appreciate you for being here. If you play Clash Royale, I'm a leader of a clan. Come join. Maybe we'll get back into it when we get a little Spaces live stream, a little X group going on. Robin Hood does not show the after hours. Yeah, it does. Sorry, that was me. Tell Vlad to fix that right now. I'm going to have to look into OMAH. I'm really big into ulti, pulti, hoi, and a lot of the yield max ones. Yeah, let us know. Legend looks clean. I agree, but obviously it had that little problem there with Tesla. It's fixed now. Yeah, Legend is clean. I enjoy it.
Legend has a lot of potential.
A lot of potential. It's not fully
It's got a
there
lot.
yet.
It's got a
I'm
long
not
way to go. A lot of
also.
potential.
I'm not really a
But you're not an
trader,
active trader.
so I'm not using it for that. I'm using it for streams, and I need to learn a little bit more. But it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. And this up here, that's my portfolio, up 0.6%. And you see an Apple at 0.4,
Portfolio's
so
up
the rest of it's
6%?
doing well. 0.6.
Oh, 0.6. Okay. I was like, what in the world do you have? How much Zeta did you buy?
Long calls. Lonely and strong. You know what I didn't do actually? I didn't post the futures at all. So let me actually get that up on Twitter. Bad part-time shit poster. Yeah, let's do this. Tesla. Oh, that's AMD. AMD with a nice candle. Whoever was asking about that one before, I can go back and look, but so far you're looking good on that one. GG. Stock futures and 24-hour markets are now open. We're getting closer to the market being back. Sorry, just making a post. A lot of people are surprised when I say I don't really use AI to make posts. I'm actually physically going in and doing all of them. All right, chat. I actually need a minute or two here. I need to. I'm getting called from outside. Should I keep my screen here, or you want to? I'll keep my screen here.
Either
Just
way,
give it a second. Nothing crazy.
I've got my own stuff as well.
I'm leaving. If any says anything weird, I'll tell you his IP address when I come back.
My IP address. Well, I can't highlight comments, but I can still look at the comments. Of course. Yeah, Profast. I hit a long earlier off of 510. I got 511 was my average. I already trimmed out most of it. Still 20 points in profit here. I thought about like, hey, this is a good spot to like add it back in, but it just seems like it's being a little too aggressive. So I'm just gonna leave it alone and see if the runners want to go. If not, get stopped out, right? Break even on the rest of the position, but I'm sitting on VWAP right here, actually on NQ. Could be very interesting. I'm getting the rest of the schedule all posted out here. Big week of Spaces coming up for sure.
Yeah, we went through that
Wednesday's
whole
gonna be
calendar.
so
I am
big.
back now.
Yeah.
I am back now. Yeah, FOMC is Wednesday. In the morning, we
I think
also
people are
have.
forgetting about NFP. What's the
Yeah,
other? Do we have another data point this week?
No, I went through this. We can look at it again. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the big days. This is what we have. Morning we have G, and then we have FOMC, and then we also have earnings. Thursday, PCE, and then Friday, NFP. Couple more stuff in there, and then throughout this entire week, we have earnings. So this is the earnings calendar. We've gone through it a little bit. couple times. The SoFis, the PayPals, the Spotify's, Meta. Yeah, a lot on here. But let's get back and look at some more of these 24-hour markets. What names do you want me to look at? I'm part of the people. I'm part of the People's Call Center, Evan. So
I want to see Nvidia. What's Nvidia doing?
Nvidia. I have up 1.
Ooh, up a whole percent. There we go.
I mean, I also have not even looked at SPY and QQQ yet. QQQ up
About the same as the
0.3.
future, so
SPY up 0.4. Did this tweet go out from my page? Yeah, it did. You get a lot of followers. Canadian Prime Minister to unveil new cost reduction measures tomorrow. Sounds like some coping. No, I'm kidding. What did I just say before that, though?
something about followers.
Oh, you got a lot of followers this weekend. I saw the Jordan shout out. Baidu and Rivian.
Yeah, I think I got a decent amount, but I mean, what I'm really fired up about is Wolf Trading.
Nice.
I know a lot of people
That's
like
good too.
figuring out, Wolf Trading's kind of our new home for all the live stuff that, we did on Jordan's account for a long time. We've kind of got that all into one spot now, but we got
Ooh, 17.6.
17.6. Yeah. Let's get that up to 20K here in the next by the end of the month, maybe. It might be a lot to ask, but that's where everything's going down these days as well.
So it's not going down in the DMs?
Nope.
Did Baidu trade on 24-hour markets? I can't tell.
I don't know if it will, but it should open soon. I think in about an hour, China gets going.
What's up, Cade? Shout out Jordan. Did you top tick? Did you TP on Zato? Holding in a little longer. Oh, it's up 2.4% right now. I only bought 50 shares, so I can't what did I get in it at again? No, I was holding this as a little bit of a swing play. 1620 is what my cost basis on here is. I am a 1620 beta Zeta type of guy. No alphas or betas, Zetas only. Beautiful level. What a wonderful level, Oh, dude, great confluence right here. I bought it at a wonderful technical level, and I didn't even know it. No, I think that's we did look before, and that's why I looked at it. Oh, this is just the 5-minute chart. I'd rather be looking at the 1 day, 1 hour. Wow, it's actually yeah. I did say this before. It really is at a significant level right now that you want to see it hold above. Nice wedge.
Oh, yeah. Got that schedule posted.
I see why you're in Zeta. Hey Imp, how are you doing, sir? B+.
Who's that?
Buzzle?
Oh, my man, B+.
B+.
He always comes by my live streams. B+. What's
nice.
up, brother?
There we go.
You came in a little bit late. I hit along a little bit earlier tonight.
A dinger was hit.
SMCI, this one is so hard for me.
This doesn't look like a 24-hour mark. Oh wait, no, fuck.
It's just so hard for me to get my mind around that.
Ooh. All right. Are companies that move with Tesla because they're associated, like when Bitcoin moves, it follows. I don't know. I'd say there's
I don't know
less
if
on
anything moves with Tesla right now. I feel like Tesla's such in its own lane. I feel like Apple's kind of that way too, personally. Hey, when did Stocks on Spaces hit 40,000?
I don't know.
Let's go. Posting that schedule, and then I'll be back to the markets. I kind of wanted to buy the dip right here. I've got my eye on it. I don't wanted to take a little second shot at it here, but I don't want to get too aggressive on a Sunday night. But like I said, you usually get a little bit of volatility right at that open, and if you see like 5 minutes before that 24-hour market open, we shot down on the futures a little bit, and then trying to get a little green candle back up here. So see how it plays out. Get this stocks on spaces out, and then we'll
Yeah, you're good. I just need a half second.
we have a loaded week of spaces coming up.
Wonderful week.
The best week, one of the greatest. That's what they're saying. The greatest week is coming up, all-time highs. I say, what's with these highs? Why are they all-time highs? It's going higher. The best highs you've ever seen. The golden age of America is coming back. I meant to almost sent you a dadgummit, I forgot. I thought I saved it too. There's another guy that does a Trump impression that just crushes it. And not remember his name, he's a comedian. It's not somebody you would expect to either.
There was the fuck, what's his name? Shane Gillis who did the one. The biggest week
Shane
of the
Gillis
quarter.
he's very good. Very good. But this other guy, probably not as good as Shane Gillis, but like just a very like on point. He's one of those guys that like I feel like he can do anybody's voice though. I just can not think of his name right now.
Palantir up another 1.5. What's Bitcoin doing? 119.
Oh, I hadn't even looked at crypto.
Coinbase up a little.
What's Ethereum doing? I feel like it was running all weekend.
BMNR is not trading, right? Oh, it is. BMNR is up 8% in the pre-market. Ethereum.
Oh,
I just got a notification. Genius Sports. Look at this one, Emp. Look at my screen. 6.2% up in the pre-market. It's like we talked about it.
They have news?
Wonderful stock. We bought it. Well, there was a story of like, and I don't know. NFL training camp being back, sports betting almost here. Maybe that's where we're getting excited back. Justin Fields got hurt. They're trying to keep the Jets down because they're afraid of us. Just got that notification go. American Eagle. AEO. This was the Sydney Sweeney play. Frank Caliento. Is that who you were talking about?
No, I think it's
James Austin
I think his
Johnson.
name's Godfrey.
I am a Jets fan, Jarrett. Unfortunately, but yes, I am a Jets fan. I really thought that first Rodgers year was going to be it. One of my best moments that I can remember as a Jets fan, besides BTCI up, shout out Neos, besides Mark Sanchez and us going far, was Aaron Rodgers running out with on the field with that American flag that first year. I'm a Josh Allen guy. I'm a fan.
I watched the video last night. These guys were trying to guess the last quarterback to win a playoff game for every AFC team. And I believe
is it Mark Sanchez for us?
I believe the Sanchez was
who
the
else
one.
would be? You forget it. We went to the AFC Championship game 2 years in a row with the Sanchez. We were studs.
He was actually solid. He had the one little, everybody liked to make fun of the whole butt fumble thing, but
he runs into butts. I told him don't do it, but he couldn't. The butt was calling. It was a big butt.
Big butts.
It was a really big butt.
And I cannot lie. American butts.
Now that's I watched I'm telling you, dude, YouTube Shorts is actually pretty solid because that like it was the reason I watched Ford versus Ferrari is because I saw a clip on YouTube Shorts.
Is it? Would you say
And
this
you
is
want
the
to know
biggest week
something?
of earnings of the whole season?
Yeah, 100%. Not even close. Last week was the only one that can compare. Yeah, nothing else is close to this week. So many companies. And listen, let's pull this back up. This is just filtered by popular. If you filter it by 1 billion, there are a lot more names. So let me zoom out like this. There. And maybe I'll keep it on the screen. For me, I have ADHD. This is so overwhelming. This is why I like to hold it unpopular. But like there's just so
No,
many
I do.
companies
Oh,
reporting.
that's
It's kind of
crazy. No,
insane to me.
I do 10 billion because I mostly look at large companies. So I do
I do
10 billion
popular.
market cap no matter
Okay.
what. And then I do 100 billion if it's like a week like this.
But next week, actually, next week kind of has more. Let's see. Next week filtered by 1 billion. Did I lie to you and say next week is more? Next week does have more names, but I don't know if it's bigger. The fact that we have the like four
Well, I
Mag
think you get
7.
four Mag 7s. Yeah, four
Yeah.
Mag 7s. You also hit too many buckets this week because if you look at like some of your industrials, you look at like you have Exxon and Chevron on Friday. So you have like your like oil and gas side of things, energy side of things. I mean, I just feel
But
like
look
you
at next
hit
week though. So we have Palantir Monday, Palantir Hymns. This is a FinTwit favorite. Axon too. Pfizer, Caterpillar, Lemonade. I've seen people talk about this one a little bit more. AMD, Supermicro, Arista, Rivian, ALab, Upstart, Loose. This is going to be
toast.
one. Snapchat, Toast. I know Stock Talk's been talking that one as well. Shopify, McDonald's, Uber, Disney, Oscar Health. Oscar Health going Wednesday the 6th. Unity, Airbnb. There's a lot of names coming next week. Okay. I know we were talking, Mr. Trade SHQ brought up Rocket Lab during this. Little play on words there. Eli Lilly, Constellation Energy. So the way, by the way, these are ranked is how many people set notifications for ones. Constellation Energy, CEG, is more popular on here than
Do you
Eli
do that as
Lilly.
well, Evan?
Wait, no, it's
I
not. It's
went in
because
and
I
did
have,
that.
never mind. It's because I have a thing on it. I lied.
So
I
like
lied.
I went in and did like, like big companies that I hold. Like I went in and just like added
No, can
them
I be
to
honest
like
with you? I
alerts.
don't even know what this is for. I don't know why I have that one.
Well, I did it, I'm
QBTS.
telling you.
Data Dog. What type of dog is it? A dog of data. The company I work for, we are building
Big,
all the box
beautiful
seats for the
American
Bill
dogs.
Stadium. The metal frames, the windows, the entire rooms.
Abu. Don't cry, Abu.
Celsius on Friday. We're looking for Celsius. Oh, Justin City. You know who this is?
Who's Justin City?
This is Mikey B.
Oh, what's up, Mikey B?
It'd be ironic if good recovery, even if you don't know who that actually is.
Mikey B is
DraftKings
in my chat
Wednesday.
all the time.
Celsius Friday morning. Yeah. No, I know. Mikey B is active. I knew you were going to know who that. Unfortunately, Mikey, you are coming on toward in the later half of this space. I'd rather not make a pullback before next week's earnings. Just saying.
Yo,
Which
Jared, that's
company are
the
you
other
talking
option.
about? Or which company? DraftKings,
I,
probably.
I thought you were just talking in general. Like,
That's fair.
honestly, I feel like this could be like this is your blow off like to start the pullback could be this earnings season. Like now we get re-rated and people kind of reprice where everything's at now that they have the data.
Oh my god, Amp, I missed it. Zeta is also reporting earnings Tuesday after the close. I'm a dick.
I,
Can't
s-
believe I missed
I
that
s-
before.
I still don't know what they are. We need to
No, we
ask
talked about it.
Logical
No,
and
we
Sil-
already
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Zeta
just saying
is
like
a
I don't have
marketing company. They work with a lot of the S&P 500, Fortune 100, half of them. Figma IPO coming up. Zeta works with them. It's a marketing company. Seems to be some
yeah.
AI angle to
So
it.
we have some. We need to ask this week because we have some guys that are deep in the ad tech space that look at Magnite and Pubmatic and all those different ones. Um, uh, Logical, Sam Solid, some of those guys. We need to pick some brains on Zeta this week.
You back to looking on the screens a little bit, or are you still posting the calendars?
I just finished.
Nice. Let me give you back the
Just
screen.
finished.
What are we looking at?
So, well, we
Let's
still
first look
held,
back.
by
What are
the
we
way.
seeing?
Well, we held basically right around. Okay, so here's like I said, this candle was 5 minutes before the 24-hour market's open. You get a little volatility, so we're up here. Get this little volatility as futures, or I mean, 24-hour markets open and Asia opens, and then boom, we're gonna bought right back up. Now, once again, this 450 on ES, the S&P could be a problem right here. But look, I mean, we held some nice stuff. The 21 EMA caught back up. So we'll see. I'm still long. I didn't add. I was mentioning. I think you stepped away for a second. I mentioned this would probably be somewhere I'd think about adding if it wasn't a Sunday night. Like the volume's just kind of low to me for even for like the good news that we had and the gap up. The volume is pretty sparse right now. But still keeping my eyes on it here to see. I really want to get up here to my full price target, which would be 50-point trade. But it's starting in that territory where I think we could start to get the overnight fade a little bit. Tesla's still up 1.5. AMD's up 1.5. There we go. Lisa. I'm long AMD still. I think.
Yeah, 173. You might want to exit based on what I was looking at.
I don't remember. Let's see. Let me get my AMD chart. $170. That's your golden retrace of this entire move.
So we're there. So you're trimming.
I mean, I have options, so I closed out most of them. I think I left one little guy. But
That's
on
fair.
Friday, I traded out most of them. But
Maybe you say we're here. All right, I'm starting to yawn. I'm getting tired.
I'm just getting fired up on some Modelo here.
I was up at like 5 a.m. My body just woke me up there. I got a little left in here on me.
What else? Yeah, see, I don't like the fact that we keep rejecting right on that level.
What are you watching this week, though? What are you excited for, Emp? I know we got the spaces, the calendar. You got that out now. I don't know what's standing out to you. Pro
I just
Fast
think
Jackson Ethereum looking great. As we're kind of coming in maybe to the end here, what's on the radar? What's on your topic? What are we kind of leaving the people on with this one? Be like a 5-10 minute warning on the space.
Yeah, so for me, I just think I'm excited that there's so much going on because we're going to get a ton of information. We're going to get to hear from Powell. We're going to get 4 Meg 7 names. We're going to hit a bunch of different buckets on that. We get the jobs report on Friday. But I wonder if this is turning into like this is the blow off top for like a little short term pullback. That's kind of what I'm feeling like the setup is going towards right now. But who knows how far this could blow off? I mean, if you go to your SPY chart, I mean, honestly, I could see this like 648, 650, like just completely blow off and get us there. Where are we at right now? 640. So we're right here. I mean, I would like to just go ahead and see it blow off and take a little bit more profit and then wait for it to come back down into this area to get long again. But it's price discovery mode. I mean, I'm not going to fight it, and I'm not going to like sit here and keep trying to short it and it just continue to float higher. But I wonder, is all the good news for the short term out of the way? Because it seems like what's the last piece we have, Evan? Would you say? I mean, maybe a solid China deal, other than We have the EU one that we got basically today.
Yeah, I feel
We
like there's
have like a
I
pushback on
would
China.
I would never discount upsides, you know? Maybe some NVIDIA comes out with a new AI chip, maybe some other company does this, maybe it's some breakthrough. I don't know. You never know
Yeah,
where upside or downside could come
well,
from,
you
but
can all, yeah. I'm just saying, as far as
we're past the
expected
predictable
news,
stuff.
so I think the only predictable piece that you could get left is China. So then you get to unpredictable,
But
and I don't think we have any like. I think you could get some unpredictable stuff.
here's what I'll say is I think in a market where you don't have any headwinds, the market's moving higher. So,
No, no, I do think. I mean, at this point, I think we just do continue higher. I mean,
yeah,
but I think we
it's
have a
gonna
short
drive it
term
up.
pullback in store because I think I think we're starting to get a little too frothy to the upside, and maybe earnings does the blow off. Maybe the earnings starts the like, hey, let's come back down to earth a little bit, like maybe a little touch and go type of thing. I mean, from basic technical analysis, a back test of previous all time high is not that out of hand right here. So, like, I mean, that's literally from where we're currently sitting. It's not even a 4%. It's right at a 4% pullback from where we currently are
Makes
sitting at.
sense.
That kind of makes really good sense to me. Now, we may not even get that deep of a pullback. We may just pull back to the 625 at some point and just kind of level up, level up, level up. I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to try to be early to a short, but I don't mind putting a little bit of a portfolio hedge on. Yeah, Buckhead. I like that comment. That's kind of funny. Let me hit ProFast first. Yep. How was the Yield Max at Nasdaq? It was awesome. Um, got to meet Marcos, Spencer, Todd. Todd, I'll tell you what. I liked everyone that I met. Honestly, I was kind of shocked. Like usually there's somebody you're kind of like, cool guy maybe, but almost everybody I thought was super super nice, super kind, smart people. A lot of different YouTubers as well as people on X. But dude, Todd was like, he impressed me with just how he introduced himself multiple times, made sure you remember his name. You could tell he had like almost like some type of sales training or something. The guy was incredible at socializing and growing his network, and it left an impression on me. So Todd definitely stuck out. I look forward to doing more stuff with Todd in the future.
Nice. You also want to talk about this? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I,
Fed cutting this week,
I,
the stock market would rip though.
I think if the Fed starts cutting, it would start a pullback after an initial like blow off. Like that would be your other thing. Now, I think it's way more likely, and I haven't looked at this in a while, so I'll pull it up real fast. Um, I think
Boom.
September
They
still.
just throwing this out there. Justin City got my notifications on for the YouTube channel now. Let's
Oh,
go.
there
So
we go.
I was checking on X. You can't set notifications for like just when I go live. So if you enjoyed this live stream and you're watching, like, I want to get a notification for just this and not 700 tweets, YouTube is the place to do that. Go and, on the tweet wherever you saw this below the live tweet. So there's a link to the YouTube channel or just search stock market news on there. But yeah, come over, say hello, subscribe, turn notifications on, and looking at this FedWatch tool was at 97%. They're not coming.
Yeah, so there's a 2.6% chance that we get a 25 basis point cut on Wednesday. But what I did want to look at was going towards September. September is only a 38% chance that we don't cut in September, 60% chance that we end up with 25 basis points lower. As they go out to November, basically same thing. You're getting between 25 and 50 basis points cut, more likely that we're sitting. So, like if they cut in September, probably hold in October, and then maybe you get that. For what they're pricing in now, you get that second cut where we'd be 50 basis points lower in December. So, by the end of the year, two cuts is being priced in for the most. That's what most people are betting on, at least. It's interesting though, and we'll see. I mean, you look at like IWM and small caps. It's like they try to get going, and every time they start to get going, they just get smacked down. But IWM just feels like it's waiting on some type of relief from rates to really start making a breakout type of move. And I wonder if they start to front run it after this meeting, and we do start to get a move. I mean, your all time highs are up here. We're still not even. How far are we? Still 8+% off of all-time high. But I mean, this is a bullish chart structure. I mean, you look at this right here. You basically have kind of a little flag built. You have an uptrend built. But I think you need that like tailwind of rate cuts are coming on IWM. What's KRE look like?
By the way, there's a little story. Samsung
Gross.
Electronics has entered into a $16.5 billion contract to supply semiconductors. They did not name to who. You know what's cool also? We had 120 people chat on the YouTube. I think we had more on the X too. So we probably had like 300, 400 chats during this. That's awesome.
Yeah, we didn't even do the music this week.
Yeah, cut it off. Well, I'm trying to work more on YouTube. 26.1 watch hours during this. Live peak concurrent got up to 32 viewers on YouTube. My guess is on X we were up at like this actually had a pretty good number. We might have had like live concurrent. I guess we're at like 200 X2 Buckhead in here too. B plus. B plus city has a long swing on SPY. I hope it gaps up tomorrow. Ballsy man holding calls into the weekend, but I guess
Okay, he had the
find
same
some
Trump
stuff.
playbook that I had.
Jarrett, by the way, the Zeta came back down. So now we're back up. This thing's just moving around. I am now up $5. Bang bang, corner 3. Dagger!
Bang!
Why did you just glow red there? Did you see that?
Who, me?
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't know. I did a. Oh, maybe it's because I have YouTube TV on my other monitor up here above me. And
What's
it
up,
went to
YouTube?
commercial.
YouTube?
Little Sunday night baseball. Not much on. I watched the banana game earlier. You ever watch the Savannah
I have
Bananas?
not watched the Savannah Bananas. I have not seen it at all. And here's the thing. Do you know what I was watching? I did watch a YouTube short and was talking about the popularity of baseball, which you think wouldn't be that popular. But just based on what it was is a very highly regional market. So like in New York, they get a lot more people attending every single game. There's a lot more games. Like, the numbers start to make more sense when you look at out of that. So and just going to a baseball game is a fun time. Tickets are cheaper. It's a bigger stadium. There's not 17 games. There's 162. There's 81 at home. Like just the
It's
kind of
definitely
physics. You have a big market. Physics in the right
definitely
way.
an in-person thing, and it's also very market driven. You have certain markets that are a lot big baseball markets than others. So like obviously New York, Chicago, St. Louis.
Are you watching the Mets game right now? That's what's happening.
Say that again.
You're watching the Mets game?
Yeah, Mets. San
Mets
Francisco.
Giants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful game.
I
Mets in
had
4.
this is a time of year I just absolutely. I'm a big sports guy and I absolutely hate watching.
We're back. We're
sports
almost
this time
back
of
though.
year.
The guys are back at minicamp. You've been seeing some stuff. We're gonna probably do a. We got to figure out.
What's our-
I want to do a dynasty league, but I also want to do some sort of spaces thing. And we should probably actually like think about that now. What can we do with the spaces crew during the football season? You know, is it like a pick'em thing every week? First of all, before I get too far off, shout out to ProFast guy. We appreciate you. Em's a fantastic trader, knows a bunch. I'm the news guy for a reason, but I do sit in front of my computer all day just looking at the stuff. So there is some thoughts there. And I appreciate you for coming in and hanging out with us. And anything that we can do to kind of like deliver more value. There was a stutter there. That was interesting. That one doesn't happen often. But yeah, if there's anything that we can do to deliver more value, let us know. And that's really what we want to do here. So yeah, sometimes the words don't come out as English for me, but I don't stutter too often. So that was interesting. I do also like snort now sometimes. But I guess that like, you know, it means I was actually funny. You haven't gotten any of those during hours.
I was gonna say
I'm
we
funny
have
guy.
the Hall of Fame game kicking off, kind of preseason football here really soon. We're only a month out from football season, honestly. If you're a college football fan,
Defending who won the championship last year?
I can't remember. It was not eventful in my brain.
Pro Fast Guy says he's a Tampa Bay Rays fan. Been to many games. I have never
Still,
been to a Tampa game.
I still
What's the
call them the
city
Devil
left?
Rays, and I get in trouble.
What do you call the team in Washington? You
Which
big
one?
commies guy? I heard he wants to change the name back. Big college football fan. D. Lee, what school we talking about? I
Um,
went to Ohio State, so
no, but I'm a
school
huge college
champions.
football.
Wonderful school. When I was there, we didn't lose to
The
Michigan. And then when I
Ohio
left,
State.
and then
Make
when I
sure
left,
you
we
put the
lost.
V. Utah Utes. You know what? Utah is a fun college to watch play football. They're
Are they
sneaky
Mormons?
good. No, that's the other one. That's BYU.
I just kind of thought they would all be.
No, when they play each other, it's like the Holy War.
Oh, the infidels. I used to love the Mets. Dwight Gooden was the best.
Daryl Strawberry, what a legend.
What a name, too, right? Big Mets guy. I'm a Mets fan.
Oh,
I
there we
enjoy going
go.
to
We got a
games.
UT, a volunteer fan. Do y'all have a quarterback though? That's the problem. I don't think y'all have a quarterback.
SEC is a second-rate conference. We got Bullish
You-
Bear saying, "Oh, it's Michigan. Go Wolverines." Listen, I would talk some crap here, but now we're in a war against the SEC. So I mean, they won last year. We won this year. I think the SEC is dead.
Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that, sir. It just means
Uh,
more.
do you know what I have open right now? I actually have I have a Kava call as well. What that open up at? Weird, gappy. Not much there.
They report. Oh, they don't report for a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the daily, these two areas, I mean, you have a huge volume area right here. Not a bad place to accumulate. Big gap to the 200 day. I want this long to play out so I can.
We're at 23,000 people have listened to this or watched this thing. X counts it in a weird way, so it's total viewers. But I mean, listen, we have 22,000, 23,000 total viewers on X. The YouTube 285. What that number would be showing. Almost at 20K just stock market news. That's pretty cool. I don't know how many times. Maybe we stay live till we crack over the 20.
I just want my trade to go to my full target.
How much are you? How much left are you in?
So I bought 15 and I have 6 left. So you do the math, it's what, like 40%?
All right. Let me go through and do one more rundown here. Gemini King saying a UNH. One thing that you should be looking out for, Mr. Sir. And maybe, Emp, you know what could be a good idea? So we're going to be doing a deep dive into UNH at 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. The earnings come out Tuesday morning. And what we should do is on that morning, look at like one or two people who make some good posts around UNH and then invite him on here to maybe explain it. Just one or two. I think that could be an interesting concept if we find anyone. So, that guy, shout out to Gemini King. Be on the lookout for that. Is it time for CMG 3-day rule? I asked this question actually on Twitter the other day. Yeah, a lot of people were kind of negative on it. It's just. Yeah, we can still talk normally about it though. They'll come. University of Florida pro fast guy is a Florida Gators football fan. Used to attend UFC back in 2011.
I like Profast, but I have to say, like, my least favorite SEC team has to be Florida. Like most unlikable people I've ever been around. But I respect the passion.
Grit, determination, the will to
That
win.
and like we got screwed by them like a couple times. For those that don't know, I'm from Arkansas. I'm a Razorback fan. McFadden got screwed out of Heisman for Tebow, and then there was a phantom call. That same let's say a few years later, it was a phantom call. We should have beat Florida, but the SEC was protecting them back then.
All right, recapping kind of here what I want to talk about to end it off. Earnings. I was just showing this there. I've run through a bunch. A lot of names. One of the busiest weeks of the quarter. 4 Magnificent 7 names. Watch out. A lot of sectors being hit. On the macro calendar, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are also really, really busy. GDP, a lot of jobs data, PCE, Powell, NFP. Really, second half of the week, we will have a lot of movement there. Friday is August 1st. That is when a lot of these trade tariff stuff was set to go into effect. I'm sure you're going to be getting a lot of trade headlines this week, and expect that the Fed speakers won't also say anything until after the FOMC meeting. So you'll probably get all those individual Fed speakers on Thursday and Friday-ish. Here's a little bit more news going into the week. This was the big one. US-EU trade deal, 15% tariff, a couple other stuff. Here is what the president of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, gave a little bit more of what was happening here. 15% tariff rate across the board. That is a ceiling, she is saying. There's no stacking. There are a good amount of sectors which are 0 for 0 tariffs, which are going to have no tariffs on it, including aircraft, semiconductors, chemicals, generics, agricultural. You can read that. Steel and aluminum. The talk was around fighting global overcapacity, quotas, increased energy cooperation, buying U.S. LNG around $250 billion per year. This AI chips was a very small part of it. Said they're going to use U.S. AI chips, and then calls framework deal, basically saying that there's still a little bit more of details to be worked out over the next couple of weeks. Again, this is from Ursula von der Leyen, not Trump. So, certain things which you would have to take into account, maybe you don't there. So it does seem like this is actually pretty going to go down and be hard to fall apart. This was one of the big headlines today. Another thing that we were talking about, which I want to make sure to show off as well, was this one. On Tuesday or Wednesday is when these are planned to meet. I can go back and look. China and United States are reportedly planned to extend their tariff pause by another 90 days. So expect to see that headline. Those are the two big headlines that I saw over this weekend. We got a couple more people commenting here. Damn. Emp, why is it that when I'm like, all right, tired, let's go to bed, the chat is cooking? Pro fast guy. Oh, he's on Twitter now. There we go.
He's
Check
everywhere.
out Russell. Is the Russell catch of the
just
day?
Look at the Russell. Yeah. The Russell is up 0.75%. It's actually doing very well.
Isn't UNH turning into a falling knife? I think it already has been a falling knife. I don't think there's, so definitely there was a falling knife there.
Well, it rolled over a second time. Yeah. When it started to look good back in early July, it rolled back over and lost that area of consolidation it was holding. Ooh.
Really good for tariff risk in the Fed's opinion for a cut. Really bullish on the Russell, but could see demand collapse around 290. I feel like we're not going to get that this week no matter what. I find that hard to believe. We'll see, though. But, I mean, the tariffs are going in the right direction. There's a lot more clarity that has been put into effect than there was in the past. So, hey, maybe this is a change. I don't know. I would be very shocked. I'm not even saying it's not going to happen. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Dow cards. All right. Amp, do we have you here or just no mic? Or just no camera? Imagine if I was on mute this whole time. That'd be crazy. That's a lot of what I was looking at. One more look around. Where's an Apple at? Up. 0.4 Google, up 0.5, a little pullback there from where the highs. Nvidia, Tesla's right there. Meta, looking solid. Hood, Palantir. Let's see what Jarrett, where our Zeta's at. Nice. All right.
But
Yeah, you're good. I was kind of coming to you. Red China is what he's saying. Can someone explain why the Palantir PE is still rising? You mean physically, or how is it even possible? Like what's happening? Stock go up, price go up, earning. Well, listen, the E's going to change very soon. I mean, next week. So, update again. I'm into road cycling, Tour de France, all the world tour cycling. Hard enough to follow that, plus all the space and stock stuff, plus another sport. But I'm trying because I like Emp's sports bets. Emp, got any sports bets for us?
just so right now, I can't
Do
stop
it.
laughing at his comment. Now, I can't even do it. It makes me laugh so hard. I told this whole story before, Evan. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but like I grew up in my like small town Arkansas at a Baptist church, and like on one of my Sunday school teachers, this guy who was like this just super old school, and he would just tell us every week how like somehow in the middle of his like Sunday school lesson, he would like somehow work in Red China is gonna take us over. Red China. And, dude, me and Jordan laughed about it forever, like forever ago. So Red China is just Red China. I just can't get over it. The sports bets, this is the worst time of year. I'm not betting on day by day MLB. MLS is completely rigged, and like Mexican soccer just started. You haven't started any of your European soccer yet. And really, and
Liverpool
if
will be interesting this year.
yeah, I mean there's a lot of I mean,
What a fucking offseason. You see Luis Diaz today?
who?
Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz confirmed 75 million in Bayern.
The Colombian guy?
Yeah. Luis Diaz. He's good. I haven't kept up, so I don't really know a lot of the new names. Like, I didn't know who
He's been
Ekatike
there
was.
he's been there a couple years, hadn't he? Or he just like
Yeah, he's been
re-signed?
good. They might get rid of Nunez too. Darwin.
Um,
Boom.
but yeah, I just
Shut up,
there's just
ProFast
not
guy.
much
Super bullish on Apple long term. Is Tim Cook leaving after this year? I do not think Tim Cook
Do you
is
think
leaving.
if Tim Cook left, do you think that would like maybe reinvigorate some people?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I don't think they're going to get rid of Tim Cook.
No, I mean
I
like
don't
if he
know.
just like stepped down. How old is the guy?
I think 70s, early 70s, late 60s. I could look in a second.
64.
Okay, mid 60s. I was close. Off
Yeah, he's
subject. You
teenager.
guys automate trades Monday after market opened at 11 a.m. There was a huge rug on many stocks. Isn't there some stuff you guys are doing with automation now? I know it's early days, but I think something might be coming. I've seen Jordan talking about it and some stuff, so I don't, but I've heard might be coming soon.
There's there's several products out there that are hitting the market right now. I know Jordan uses one that if you tune into our future show on Tuesday mornings, Nara and Gov and them, they've developed one that is super interesting. It's definitely worth checking out. Full disclosure, I have not. I've looked into it. I have not had the time to like actually learn it and deep dive into it. But I know Jordan's using it, and he's a big fan. So plus, it's good traders I know that are behind it. So like that makes me a little bit more interested. But there's a lot of those out there, and it's not like it's literally automated trades as far as like it's just based on strategies that are back tested, and it just takes those based off of setup. Really like removes the entire emotional piece out of it. Just for futures though.
Futures.
So that's what I guess
Honestly,
that's
that's a
what
good point.
like with because with options you have too much of a what's it called? Like there's too many variables with options. Futures is just directional only. There's no like strikes or time or anything like that involved. But yeah, on the sports betting, like you let us get into
That's where
football
I'm from.
season, and I'll definitely be. I'm excited to see what Robinhood does with the NFL on the prediction markets.
I appreciate you, Dow Cards. Came here from your X post. It was very knowledgeable. We appreciate you being here. I am a fan of Portnoy. I don't follow the picks super closely or anything like that. But yeah, no, I am a fan. And I think we're coming in towards the end here. I've said that like 10 minutes ago, but I think honestly,
Saw a,
I want to go in the hot tub too.
I hear you. I saw a clip where Gruden bought Portnoy a Caitlin Clark jersey, and it was apparently her high school jersey, but they just put number 22 on it anyway, and apparently she never even wore that number in high school. She didn't wear it until
Okay.
college. So Portnoy like threw a big fit, and he was like, "You bought me a bootleg Caitlin Clark jersey," and Gruden was like, "Dadgummit, I gotta go straighten out Portnoy." It was pretty funny, a little back
I
and
think I
forth.
have seen that clip, or at least part of it. They do some cool
I just
stuff.
need like a 10 point, 15 point pop here on the futures, and I'm gonna call it a night myself.
Shout out to the Pro Fast guy. We really appreciate you. Thank you for talking in the chat, talking to us. It makes it a lot more fun. So thank you for being here. Dow Cards. A lot of other
I will say
people. Gemini
I do a
King.
live I do a
Got
live stream.
Teeny.
Evan does several live streams now. Definitely watch out for those. I do a live trading stream twice a week, usually Tuesday and Thursday mornings. I've had a few more people come into the chat the last few days, and it just is more fun for
Building.
everyone.
Shout out Punche Jr. Shout out D Lee. Bullish Bear talking in the chat. Mikey B. Big Mikey B
No,
fan.
that's Justin City.
Justin City. Well, memes.
That's what it says on my
Buckhead.
screen.
B plus. We got
B
Jarrett.
plus for the GOAT. I don't know what that 19K was. I didn't miss that.
Probably some level. I am a Jets fan. Enki. TC. Not only did TC come in and talk in the YouTube chat, he commented below the where I put the link for the YouTube. So shout out to him.
I know what I
Cade
was
came
gonna
in,
look
said
up.
hello. We got deep, dude. We got a lot of this was fun. Mr. Poopy Butthole came in and left. He said he made this account when he was named. His name is Ben, if you want to remember. Trader's Bait. Appreciate you. Amajama will be joining us on Spaces this week.
Got a few
We got more
few
Andres.
more live traders coming on this week too, by the way.
All right, that took me all the way to the top. I think we have a lot of comments. This was awesome. Great. SoFi, honestly, not going down another topic. Dow Cards, I appreciate you. I am tired. Fuck, I will look at it. SoFi. I know a lot of people are a fan of this one. DCAA, all right, that's solid. It's all the way over here. Jesus, I wonder what happened there. 27% growth. I don't know. We'll dig deeper in the week, I promise. I'm tired. What do you think? Okay. You know what? Boom. I appreciate you all. Like I said, you guys are all awesome. The thing that you guys can do more than anything else, and I will stream so much. Just come talk in the chat, say hello, let us what you want to know at. I will bring on people. I will, live stream with Emp and a lot of other smart people. We'll probably do paper live streams. I think I'm going to live stream with paper tomorrow too. So I'm gonna get more and more smart people on here. Come say hello in the chat, ask questions, like exactly like today. This was awesome. Pro Fast guy, you're awesome. Everyone else in here has been fantastic. Emp, I really appreciate you being here. If you guys are not following Emperador, you are missing out. He's been killing it behind the Wolf Trading account, live on Spaces all day, every day. we will play. I'm so down to play GeoGuessr. Honestly, I really do want to get good at that game. I'm a geography nerd. I actually do watch a GeoGuessr.
I am
YouTube.
too, dude.
We're gonna play some GeoGuessr on here. This will be a
Jordan
fun
was
time.
a terrible partner. I love Jordan to death, but he did not know any geography. I would pulled all the way.
I want
when
to
me and
do
him
this.
played on stream.
I really actually do genuinely enjoy. I'm so down for GeoGuessr. I'll buy it. I don't care. I'll pay for yours too
But I would
because you're
pay
on live
if
stream.
you weren't going to sleep, I would pay with you. I'd play with you right now.
All right, fuck it.
I would repay for. I would repay for it.
Is it on Steam or something? How do you play it? Steam or just the website? No, it's just the website.
It's like, yeah. It's all online.
GeoGuessr. But it's spelled. Wait, do you not spell? Is it Geo and then GUESSR?
It's yeah, it's spelled weird. I can't. Hold on, let me find it.
No, I see it. Yeah.
Can't remember what my login was.
Pro Basic.
Oh, there it is.
It's $30 for the year.
Yeah, I think mine was like trying to remember. I think I
Monthly would be $4.
I think I
Okay.
paid $4 or something.
On this plan, single and multiplayer are time restricted. The basic plan is primarily targeted players wanting to host unlimited parties with friends.
No, it was I think it was the unlimited one was the one I did.
All right, let's try the.
I remember it was weird because like you can't do anything with your username.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll just buy it now. I'll play a game. You want to play around?
Yeah, I'm signing back up too.
Okay.
I don't remember how to find friends.
Is this
on
a
here,
business
though.
expense? I am doing it on stream. What do you think? Chad, is this a business expense? It is for the stream. Like, I mean, like literally we were doing it on stream. This feels like a business expense. Anyone want to give me accounting advice? Where's my wallet? This is total. I'm on the stream. We're buying it for the stream. Now the question is again, where's my wallet?
You just gotta remember how to find friends.
Jarrett, I can't lie. The stream's kind of over, but we're gonna play a game of GeoGuessr. So what? Continue to start page. Share this link with your friend. Can you? You want to send me a link? My name is Sparkling Tunnel 984. Just when you're ready. Jarrett, we were gonna end
the bridge.
Yeah, right. That's a business expense. Easy. No, but we are now going to be playing GeoGuessr. So this comment came in pro fast, said I want to see Evan and Emp. Y'all challenge each other on GeoGuessr, and then we both just bought GeoGuessr again. Shout out to Surya for saying, always great to be on your spaces and love what you do for the community. I appreciate you, sir. I have not played GeoGuessr really, but I'm kind of a geography nerd, so I want to be good at it. I'm not gonna be. But like, tell me when you're ready, and then send me the code, and then I'll join.
That's what I'm trying to remember how to. I'm trying to figure out how to.
For me, it says continue to start page. Like, I don't even know what.
How to. Start
I'm
a new
already getting
team
an
here.
upgrade. Like I haven't even played this game yet, and I'm already getting a fucking upsell.
What's your username?
Ooh, do I say this out loud?
Or here, I mean,
I already said it.
mine's Continental Bridge.
Sparkling Tunnel 984.
Like, there's two of them.
No way. I didn't get anything. Oh, daily coins. Here.
I just sent a friend request.
What's yours?
Continental Bridge 731.
Tunnel Bridge. Did I spell that right? Is this you? Oh, this looks like it's up, dude. This
That's
looks.
me. Yeah, that one's me.
There we go. I was like, yeah, I
Oh,
think
here
I'm
we
in
go.
the
Hold
right
on.
place. So how do I see where my friends are? Oh, here. Loser. All right, multiplayer, competitive duels. Do you want team duels or do you want to duel against each other? I think we should play on the same team.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out how to freaking do.
Just for fun. Join forces with a friend and face off against opponents' teams from all over the world. Play.
What?
Does that work?
You're not showing up on my friends though.
I just sent you, maybe because I just signed it. I just sent you a text.
Oh, let's try that. I just can't remember how to get to the step. It's been a while. Oh, okay. It was the wrong sparkling tunnel. Okay, I just accepted you.
Now what you think? I feel like it should just show up on my screen.
Hold on. Go to I gotta make you bigger so I can see here.
There we go.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay. Let's try this.
Go to Team Duels, play.
Boom. 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 Okay, let's do it. All right. I bet you our viewers just fucking went off a cliff. Let's see on YouTube. No, it's a little spike, They were like, GeoGuessr? We're in.
Oh wait.
Jared, you
Something's
literally
not
don't
right
have
here.
to. I'm honestly kind of just here for me. I was ready to go to bed. I was ready to go in the hot tub, but then GeoGuessr came up, and I really did want to play this. But what are you waiting for?
Mine shows the same thing. Like I'm waiting on you, and you're waiting on me. So something's not right here. I think I have to join your games. So yeah, do that. Oh, hold on. There it is. Now I got the notification.
Watch me get copyrighted for something right there. All right, this feels U.S. or Russian. Like, come on, we're in the middle of fucking Arkansas. I'm going Southwest.
This isn't good.
Why?
I'm not in the game.
Oh, you're kidding.
I don't know.
Bridge may ice over in cold weather, so we're in the north. That sucks.
That's definitely, yeah.
Bro, this feels like Northern America.
No, this looks like the South.
This feels like Arkansas. This feels like home. Should I just
No, this looks like
pressure?
freaking
Oh,
Missouri.
Missouri? Are you running?
Arkansas. It does look like home.
I didn't find a sign.
No, dude,
Where's-
I gotta refresh or something. I'm not in the game.
Oh, dude. Oh, they found it. It was Alabama. All right, maybe it doesn't work now.
Alabama? I was okay. Well, too far off.
Oh,
I'm trying to
bro.
refresh and see if I can reconnect.
What the fuck is this? We're in a fucking cornfield in like fucking either Thailand or Africa. Are you here? What year is this?
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Oh.
Closing out so many things on my computer. I feel like it's using too much.
Kampala, Boja,
internet.
Grangal? This feels like Southeast Asia. Maybe I'm just so far off and I'm just racist as shit, but that Southeast Asia vibe, little pyramid tower. I don't want to force it. I'm not good
Thailand.
at this game, but it's there. You think
We got the
Thailand-
chat helping us.
Thailand? Okay. All right, bro. I was close, or maybe they're just calling it. Let's go. Like I think that's Bangkok.
I'm just trying to get refreshed and get in here.
I've seen this get picked a lot. I can't see the chat while I'm doing. Philippines and Thailand. Get fucked, losers. Let's go. Okay, it was Indonesia, but I mean, Emp, are you in yet? All right, South America. Dallas?
My like game is loading.
This does not feel like it's actually Dallas. No fucking way.
I'm so far behind your stream.
All right,
No, zoom in on something.
Despacito.
What does it say below
Dallas.
that? Oh, here we go.
Numbers. Ooh, I don't
This is a
recognize
Spanish-speaking
it.
country.
Yeah. My
By
guess
far.
is deep South America, bro. Like I don't want to look, but like they like America, so not
Oh, wait.
Venezuela.
No,
Colombia?
go back into that. Go back to that. No, go back to that green sign. Oh, dadgummit, you're way too far. Dude, if I get connected, we'll do way better. It's bullshit.
All right, I don't want to use the chat too. All right. You say Mexico? Does this feel like home? Alugo.
No, because you look at the
Galapa.
phone number.
Aluga Galpo.
No.
Oh, there's so many fucking signs this way.
Hold on.
Ooh, Apare. Let me get to these signs. Center, infidel.
No, that's
W.
Brazil.
Brazil? All right, let's go like
Maybe
close to the
Brazil.
capital. Rio. All right. I don't know if that's Brazil. Is it? Yeah, that's Brazil. But like, why would you expect Norway? All right, should I just lose on purpose? All right, Swiss
'Cause,
Alps. Boom.
that's Portuguese, it's not Spanish. Hold on, I'm in finally. Fuck.
Oh, are you motherfucking kidding me? God damn it! You see, I'm visibly upset. I put somewhere in the fucking like Swiss Alps. Dude.
Let's go!
Dude.
My screen just popped up.
All right, this is America, bro.
Round
This
5.
is America. This is America. All right, well, it's not getting closer. What's happening? I swear it's not getting closer, guys.
No, that.
All right, not America. We are in kilometer signs.
You
It's
gotta
like
don't
the
click like
purple
out in the
around it.
map.
Like out in the map. I'm sorry.
It's
But I
gotta
am.
be Africa.
No, bro. This is. I'm getting.
Yeah, just click
European
out on the
view.
map and for like dude, my whole system is like
So you're not connected? Are you looking at my screen or are you actually playing?
I'm connected, but it's not even loading the map. I'm looking at your screen more than I am mine. Mine's not even showing up or anything.
Got a website. Rajay
Oh,
Day.
what is that?
I'm
.si?
getting Eastern European.
Ooh.
Dot .c. Dot .si.
Slovenia.
Serb.
It's Slovenia. .si Slovenia.
Nice.
SI, it's Slovenia.
Where the fuck is Slovenia? Oh, there it is. Slovenia. Why would that be SI? Wouldn't that be SL? Maybe it is SI.
That's how you win these games. You find those.
Yeah, the dot. Oh, that's like yeah. European Union. I think that's a
No,
Serbian
I think
flag.
Slovakia is
SL.
SL. It's Slovenia, bro.
Let's go. I don't care that it wasn't that many points.
My screen says time's up. It never showed me a map or anything.
Oh. Fuck, man. What the shit is this? Oh, sorry. No.
Holy
God. I can't tell. This doesn't. That was a white person. White person. Oh. Madin Izanka Bazar. Oh, are we in like Eastern Europe? Is that a crazy statement? Is this what Eastern Europe looks like? Solar. That feels like what the solar I saw in Europe.
This does look more Africa.
You think that is this South Africa? Oh.
I always try to find something
Where
with
that
a
sign?
country
Where the
code,
fuck?
like
Where did
either
that
a
sign
website or
go?
a phone number.
Dude, the sign just disappeared. God damn it. Where? Whoa. Something's changing here. Hawk? Oh god, I do not have a clue. I can you just guess somewhere in Africa if you want to do that? I'm gonna make a bold guess. No way.
Yeah, you have to. Where did they guess? Oh, Ukraine?
Oh, it's Turkey
That's
or
not bad.
Azerbaijan. No, that was me. It was Turkey.
I just saw the language. I just saw that language just now.
Let's go.
Oh,
All right,
come back,
can you close
victory.
out? Yeah,
All right, send me a new link when you get out of this.
that was great. That was fun.
Send me a new link. I'm gonna open it up on my other computer over here.
Okay. Play again. Leave. Okay.
Send it to my X.
How did I do that before? Play. Go wait, just join in and then click me as a teammate.
All right, hold on. I'm signing out on my other computer because, like, for whatever reason, the stream stuff was just too much.
Fuck.
There you go. How do I join your? There we go.
There we go. Just went better. All right, I will say, like, I think I got some game.
All right.
This could be
Oh
America.
Jesus. Okay. Hey,
I'm
well,
gonna-
at least
I'm
I'm
gonna-
in this time.
I'm gonna go southeast. Go the other way.
Yeah, I'm going straight. So turn around and go the other way.
No. I'm going southeast.
Oh fuck!
Which
I
way
already
is it
got
saying
southeast.
Yeah. Those road
I
markers
know. I already. That's the way I already
don't
went.
feel American, but I could be wrong. Wait, did you commit to keep going this way? Okay,
No.
wait.
This is too narrow of a road.
Rezov,
Yeah.
Baradaj,
Hold on, I got a road sign here.
Betrov.
Oh,
this
it's
Russia? Are we in Russia?
Yeah.
This feels Russia. All right, I came to a stop sign. It says stop. Like actually says stop. So that throws me off a little bit. I can't lie.
What's this?
Like as in an American stop sign. Sorry.
It says stop.
Yeah, it's an American stop sign. That's
Language looks Eastern. No, the language is Eastern European. It's got to be one of those like Slovakia, Slovenia, Czech Republic. It's got to be one of
Are we
those.
like a U.S. Army base in?
Oh. Hold on. I think I got it.
I want to go Eastern European. Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
look for
guess.
your talk. Oh, dude, we should talk about it more.
It's got to be one of these.
Nice. Jesus, they didn't even guess. Holy shit, you were close.
I fucking crushed it. Oh, I crushed it.
You crushed that. All right, we're right in front of a sign. Bhutan. Human Alam. Okay, I'm saying that away. Luxury heritage in the forest. Sendi. Where's a website?
Right.
Penguin Mwe restaurant.
What is?
There's got to be a location on me. Tell me where I am. I'm convinced. You're not. No, you're shitting me. None of these signs tell me where I am. God damn it. All right, another sign. Dude, I want to be a GeoGuessr YouTuber.
That language looks like fucking like the Asian islands.
Yeah, my guess would be Southeast Asia is what I'm seeing here. Dijarak Muzek.
It's like Singapore, maybe
Bhutan.
somewhere down there.
I don't want to look at chat too. Google area code. Yeah, I could cheat, but what's the fun? I'm actually like.
I think it's either
Probably what?
Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, one of those three.
I'm kind of convinced this team might not even be playing. All right, let's just throw a guess. You know what? No, fuck it.
Go. I
Oh
think
wait,
it's Malaysia.
there's an. Oh wait. Oh my God, it is Malaysia. I'm looking at the Malaysian flag.
Oh, dude, yes. Let's go.
At least what I think is the Malaysian flag. Do you know how I know this is the Malaysian flag? It is because of those tariff posts I've been making, and we put like 30% tariffs on them. So I've been
Yeah,
seeing
all
this
the
flag
flags.
recently. All right, they didn't even guess.
Did we win?
I'm done to play good. Maybe we
Cool.
gotta play ranked. Should we try ranked?
I don't know. We're 2-0 right now.
All right, yeah. Let's not mess up a good thing. Tomorrow, next time we stream, we'll play ranked. But I'm upset those people. The game before it was fun. It was also just me. Wait, we're 2-0?
Helped you. Yeah, we've won 2.
You did. I think you did get one of them.
Dude, I told you it was Slovenia on that one.
I have. Let's see. I have watched people on YouTube play this.
Yeah, no, dude, that one dude's fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Waiting for Team Red.
Come on, Team Red.
You had Buck guessing Taiwan. Katrina, Thailand. I can't look at the chat and the game though. It's kind of hard.
Oh, I've got it beside me over here. I've got enough monitors.
What's taking so long?
I don't know. Do we need to back out? Just join. Let me see if I can join you again. There we go. Let's go. Waiting on you. Oh, we're Team Red. Let's go. So Ohio State versus Michigan. I'm gonna turn around and go the other way.
Okay.
I've got a billboard. Something about AIDS. Oh boy.
We take a guess. Where are we? So funny. Batong Spat, Deepak, Pusa. Okay.
I don't recognize this language. Eastern European, probably.
Oh shit. Was that you? Logi Air, like water treatment plant. Like I'm not getting that. I'm getting Southeast Asia vibes. You do wherever you want. I did Southeast Asia.
Maybe Indonesia.
Boom. Dummies thought it was India. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. Where was it? Was it Indonesia?
It was Indonesia.
I was
Alright,
just not getting
whoa.
there.
This kind of
I'm
gave
going
me
straight.
Malta vibes when I was here. Should I just
here's a bus.
full send Malta? Okay, he might have done that. You've picked somewhere. I am going Malta. Get on the island. Oh, I missed it. Whatever. What are these guys doing?
I don't know. Look at my guess.
Yours was. Are we the same distance?
I was a little bit closer. These guys are just trying to like. Oh, hold on.
Full send up. This feels like Africa. Am I racist in saying that?
No. This is Spanish. I'm going like Honduras, Nicaragua, just because they're quick guessing us with what they're doing.
That's a horrible quick guess. What are we talking about? I was like, that's
They're
definitely
just-
not
they're-
the best.
They're not
Can we
being.
try
Yeah,
red?
we just
Let's try red.
crushed them. Yeah, because we just crushed them. I saw Spanish. I immediately went Central
All
America.
right, comments. What do you guys say? And what's up, Jason? Founder of Benzinga. Shout out. You're still talking. It's been 3 hours. At this point, we are playing GeoGuessr, so I don't know if. I love this. This is so much fun.
Right. How do we do team duels here? Don't. Oh. Wait.
I see you here.
Which team? There you are.
Con and Spa. I think we're playing right now. We're in here. What? How do we play? Is this me and you? We're going, right?
Yeah. This is the ranked one.
All right, chat. Here we go. I don't want to cheat.
You can tell when people cheat because you can go watch back their they'll go to a sign and they'll just sit there on the sign and they're like googling it.
Not even that though. Like just the chat. Like some of them might see stuff, but
I think we're a community here. I think we do use the chat if they want to join in.
open source. Open source. Feels like we're taking a while here again.
Remember, Googling is not allowed and will result in a ban.
All right, hit it with a refresh.
Gotta hit back.
Join up. They don't want us. The algorithm knows they shouldn't give us to anyone.
They don't want these problems.
We have now had 21,000 people in Stock Market News tune in. Shout out.
Why are we not finding anybody? I backed out. Oh, click on that. Oh wait, I know what's going on here. Go back. Go to that notification bell up there in the top right. Click on that. Why does it keep? It
Let's
says
see.
finding opponents. On mine, I'm in front and you're behind me. So I don't know. Let's see. If not, we'll go back to the other one. Just keep destroying people over there.
Sorry, low key. I was eating some chips. All right. Not much patience on this. Let's do one more regular and we'll call it.
All right.
There's some other games we could play too. Like there's like guessing the country. This is fun.
This is my favorite version right here.
I wonder if it's because we're a weird location pairing.
I'm on a US IP.
Every ranked game is harder to find opponents, is what Johnny says. Thank you for that.
But we weren't even ranked yet.
We were
All right.
before. We tried that.
It worked better when you let it. So send me an invite.
Did that work?
No. Now it did.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. All right.
We literally just had this one. It's Western Turkey, Eastern Turkey. This is a scam. It's actually kind of fucked. We literally were just here. Was this Eastern Turkey? Am I tripping? Does this game do that? Oh, it was Mongolia, and I was closer to it, but I think we had that.
Hey, we still get closer than them.
Why did you guess?
I didn't guess.
Bro, this one looks familiar too. This is definitely Southeast Asia. It's just where. Honestly,
Yeah.
I have not guessed Indonesia, and it's been that a lot. It's probably just Indonesia. Like, what the fuck is this thing? Sorry. Like, I guess they say that about English.
Taking a guess.
No one's gonna get any points in this. Go a little bit more up to Thailand.
I already too late. You can do it.
I should have
Well, I
done
was
it.
closest. Let's go. It's like one of the strategies on this is like you guess and then
All right, I'm gonna go straight. You turn around.
I turned around. One of the strategies is like one person gets a gas on the board and the other person like tries to find it a little bit deeper. At least trucks say.
Johannesburg. This is definitely Southeast Asia again.
Why is this truck moving in the wrong direction?
Yeah, dude, I was going backwards there too. That was tripping me out.
What the hell? Why are the houses on stilts?
This is going to be a flooding area that, with monsoons. Think about that. So we're going to be right near the water. Honestly,
Oh, I don't know what language this is. Take a minute.
I think we do basically the same thing we just did. We're basically there, like.
Where are you guessing?
I'll let it sit, but I'm going. I have it on the map. Like basically the same thing we just did is where.
All right, well, I'm going to the other side. I guessed up around Laos.
Yeah, Indonesia. All right, Cambodia.
Ooh, they got
ooh,
it.
that hurt. Ouch.
Oh, the Brazilians beat us here.
I'm in the game. Are
Sure.
we playing Pro Fast Guy? Is that he might have just said we're playing Pro Fast Guy.
No way.
He just got
How
straight
far do I
to
have to go to find a freaking road
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
or something?
Hati Hati Kalur Mashik Kindaran. Hati Hati. Watch.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have a really wrong intonation on my accents at some point here. It's just gonna look me so bad. All right, I'm again getting Southeast Asian vibes. Honestly, I did find a sign. Ooh.
This
If
is
they are Muslim, there's some Muslim people
This
here,
is-
so maybe we're like Bangladesh.
Indonesia.
Ooh, for some reason, ooh. No, there's too many people in Bangladesh. Alright, I'm
Putting the pressure on them. Indonesia.
pressure on me. Okay.
Oh, nailed
Good
it.
guess.
Honestly, if you can kind of recognize languages, like
Gardstun, we are totally Swiss Alps. God, tell me we're not Swiss Alps.
what?
Swiss, Austria, like that's the oh, we just switched to winter.
Yeah,
Back to summer.
it's got to be Central Europe.
Go.
I just saw an Audi.
ERX. We're on the water. My guess is this is the lake. Alright, it's gonna be. I'm confident enough this is to go somewhere. Oh my god, wait, flag alert. Norway? Guess Norway? Oh, god damn it. They didn't get it. Was that you?
Good catch.
Nice. Oh yeah, that was pro fast. That's crazy. Get wrecked, loser. The Flyers, Porto Tech.
My avatar is a woman with a pro.
Let's play again. Let's see if that works. All right, I said last one, but that was fun.
Dude, you said Norway. I immediately just went up there and threw it in somewhere. I forgot to even look and see what the market was doing. Oh, it's still holding.
Yeah, I have no idea. There's a lot of Southeast Asia. I think we might need to quit and rejoin again or something. All right, this actually has to be my last game, though. This might be ProFast again. America,
I spun around.
Florida. This gives off
It's
Florida vibe.
definitely an American freeway. Hold on, I got a street sign up here. No, it is not.
Really? Okay. Sometimes it's hard to like navigate. Like I haven't even moved a step. Oh, this looks beautiful. We're in like. Are you telling me we're
No,
like
this
South
is-
Africa or South America or something?
Oh, this is like
40
Indonesia
kilometers.
again, dude.
Oh goddamn! Was that you?
No, I think we're in
Luz
Indonesia.
Patika,
again, though.
Kula, Medan. Oh god, Paraput. All right. I guess Indonesia.
I'm guessing Indonesia.
Pretty close. Hey, can we switch? Ooh, okay.
But it was Indonesia.
That was a lot of points. We got a lot of loss there. Wait, did we win?
No, they had
No, I
two
think we
people
lost.
guess much closer than we did.
Ooh, what the?
I went straight and down the mountain. Oh, this has got Chinese.
Yeah.
This is
But
this
it's
is
not
gonna be
China. It's gonna be Japan.
no,
or
it's gonna
Korea,
be no Taiwan. It's gonna be Taiwan.
You think? Oh, this does. Okay. Did you guess that?
Yeah.
I'll guess.
I think it's Taiwan, dude.
I mean, Taiwan's
Based on the
small.
language. Did you
I
guess?
couldn't
You gotta guess.
I did. I guess Japan. Nice. Taipei too. We should honestly. They all live in Taipei. Taiwan is like a lot of Taipei. If it ever is that, guess there. South Korea,
So,
you
like,
really
we get
should guess the
points if
capital
we
too.
guess if we both guess in the same correctly.
This gives
get
me
more
off like
points.
you get more points, really?
Yeah, this is
Greek,
Bienvenido
Turkey,
side. Oh no, this is Spanish.
Spain. Okay, this is gonna be southern Spain probably.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Or is this like what the interior of Spain looks like?
No, this is gonna be like South America,
You think? Okay.
like Chile, Ecuador.
We haven't got. Oh, okay. Blue rock there. Isn't that Ecuador? Blue and white. Isn't. Is that may not be a flag.
Well,
Blue
let me
and white
find
feels like
another.
Ecuador though.
I'm gonna find another sign here. Oh, here's a big sign.
I wonder if
Get me up here
ProFast
to
is
it.
cheating though from like our stuff. I wonder if maybe we need a little bit more of a delayed. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think we're playing to him. Oh my gosh, how far is this sign down the road? How much time's left? Oh, Bolima. It's I think it's Bolivia.
Nice. What a fucking catch. Emperador done beat.
I told you I'm a geography nerd, dude.
That was so unexpected. All right. Boom. I'm a better teammate than Jordan for sure. Come on.
Oh yeah.
We got me hooked on the game. This is actually I have to get off. I really do after this one.
How do I rejoin you? There we go. I don't think it worked.
Yeah. Oh,
Back
yeah.
out.
That's pretty instant.
You got to go in. There you go.
Wait. No.
And I got to join you.
No try. Prepare to get wrecked. All right, wing. We know it's Southeast Asia. Come on. They love Southeast Asia. We need more South America.
Cambodia.
Yeah.
Guess it quick. Yeah. I found a sign that said the Cambodian People Party.
Did they even guess?
No, get wrecked.
What losers? Ooh, this could be Spain again.
Oh
Go
boy.
straight.
I turned around and went up the hill.
Nah, it's probably not Spain.
These roads are way too terrible to be Spain.
Ciudad Consaliente on the garbage can.
Oh. That's
That wasn't
Spanish.
correct, but it felt very Spanish.
Yeah, this is probably
That looks like a
Central or
European
South
car.
America. Let me see what these road signs say. Nope, they're just pictures. That didn't help. The terrain is kind of weird. It's like a mix.
SB Alportal, Tavira, Desperado, Bengado. I get Argentina vibes from those people. I get European Argentinians. I get that those are Germans. No, I'm kidding.
How much time?
It's
Oh, is
unlimited.
the time
until someone
unlimited?
guesses.
Oh,
I have a feeling they're not even here.
I'm gonna keep exploring here.
Yeah.
I went the opposite way of civilization, apparently. Oh, I got a sign. Let's see. Camera.
Mesquita, Baca.
No, this is Brazil.
It is?
It's Portuguese.
Okay. I mean, what if it's Portugal? I guess this doesn't really look like Portugal. I've never been to Portugal. Well, if they don't put it on us.
I'm just gonna guess.
Just in case.
It could be Portugal.
Santa Catarina. Oh, boom.
Yeah, there you go. It was Portugal.
All right.
Teamwork.
I love this game. We're gonna good job, Katrina. There at the end, bang bang. That was fun. I want to play that again. I honestly want to play that more than I want to go on some of this other stuff.
Yeah, this is my favorite, dude. One day when the market was slow, I played this for like 4 hours straight.
Honestly, I'm down. I'm down to play this during the day. So this might be the end of all of our streams from now on. But we're gonna stop sharing the screen there. Oh, I want to keep playing. $5 well spent. Good business expense. Yeah, shout out to ProFast guy. We were ready to sign off an hour ago. And then he goes, "Hey, well, you guys should play some GeoGuessr." And here we are an hour later. A lot of fun. Katrina, appreciate you playing along with us. We'll all get better together. There's these like tells that too, like these like nerds, super players get. We're gonna play ranked, and we're gonna enjoy it. This could have been the start of a pro career in the GeoGuessr space. You never know. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna shut it off there. Have a great one, team. We'll catch you all tomorrow morning, bright and early.